What it do, chat? We back like cook crack in the motherfucking 80s. Are you shitting me? Can't rush greatness. You ain't lying, my brother. Come on, man. We back. We back like cook crack, baby. How you living, man? What's up? Bro, Twitch won't copyright your live. You play music, just FYI. That shit off SoundCloud, so I think we good. I was making sure. I'm like, man, let me make sure this shit is unreleased so I can find some shit. What's up, man? Liberty in this joint. Darian, DJ, Damien, Lamar, Jason. What's going on, man? We back like cook crack. It's another day. I appreciate that, insane maniac. You already know. What we dropping into today, we going to talk about Afroman. We're going to start off with some good news. You feel me? Afroman right off the rip. My boy has won his case. We're going to break down his shit. Then we're going to go into Joe Kent. Then we're going to go into the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to go into World War III. And you know, I appreciate y'all pulling the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? What we got in the chat here, man? Mr. Wallahi, Liberty and Justice. Got them Sumerian chariots. Trinidad in the building. You're Jarius Williams. Afroman with the big dub. Not for real, though. Big dub indeed. So let's look at the verdict at first. You know what I'm saying?
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for security in the building. And we'll go ahead.
First off, look at the duo. My boy got the same exact suit on, son. And his lawyer, goated. Cam, my niggas, you see I post about the truth? Nah, let me go see that. And I appreciate the chat, my brother. Real one. Damien, got into a crazy debate with some old heads in my job and showed them all your points. Completely left them baffled. Spread the word, baby. That's what I'm talking about, son. If you come with information, back with facts, what are they gonna say? Niggas be confused. Oh, shit. Well, let me look into that. But now, let's talk about Afroman real quick. So this is the lowdown. This is what happened. So, in June of 2022, Afroman was, you know what I'm saying, cooling, moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. What the fuck? What just happened? Damn. I don't know why I didn't go full screen for a second. That shit was tripping. I was trying to go back and forth. Welcome to Haiti University, my boy. Insane Maniac is in the building. And so, in June 2022, they raid his crib, right? Push it to his shit, but he has cameras and have it on footage. And so, he sees that they disabling his cameras, that they tripping, and he's like, wait, hold on. What the fuck's going on? He's like, I didn't do anything wrong. And so, with the warrant, they had no proof. And so, nah. Your phone ain't bugged. This stream deck just bugged. You know, I'm trying to increase how we do the show so I can go back and forth to certain shit, and the screen went black. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And so, after the fact, he was like, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. You guys stole money from me. Let's see if we can get a video to raid first. See, it's the lemon pound cake. I gave a 30 superstar chat before the show. Yeah, them ish people mad because Tucker Carl brought out the truth about DNA. Only about 2% in Israel is actually Israel. Bro, I'm telling you, son. That's why they don't allow DNA tests over there. That shit is crazy. I appreciate the super chat too, my boy. It's probably, man, you already know who it was. And so this is when this is a song he made when fuck, I just realized I was muted. So, after the fact, right, Afroman's like, yo, I'm gonna start trolling y'all niggas because y'all tweaking. You guys ran up in my crib, stole some money from me. Now I'm gonna make some hate songs. You feel me? And so, as soon as he start making the hate tracks, these dumbass cops think it's the best decision to sue Afroman. And when you think about that, it's just like, what's the point? What would you possibly sue a man that makes a song like Because I Got High? And you think that shit gonna turn out good for you? And so, this one was about Randy, and I ain't gonna lie, man, he cooked the fuck up with this song.
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch. Ooh, yeah. That's why I fucked his wife and got filthy rich. Ooh, yeah.
And so Randy was like, yo, that's defamation. You causing a bunch of unneeded bullshit to me. And so he goes in front of court and testifies. He's like, he said he fucked my girl. And the fact, this is why I say his lawyer is goated. Listen to this interaction.
So you're claiming that is the defamation statement, is that he said he had sex with your wife?
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light?
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
That's where he fucked up. Why would you say you don't know? You don't trust your wife? It's like he was trying to pay Afroman. How could you look at Afroman with that suit on and trying to be serious? There's no chance. I've been cooked. And oh God, Afroman has immediately moved up in the 50 tier hating for me. And it wasn't even like, he didn't even need to do that. This is for the love of the game where it's just like, you know what? Y'all fuck with me, so I'm gonna fuck with y'all. I'm gonna troll right back. So, listen to what the lawyer asked him. And then, what's up, everybody, man? Magnificent in this joint. The Hanky Huggins, what's up? Devonna Thompson, what's going on? Man, what up? W saw not for real, bro.
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said we don't know. I just
Been with
need
that
the answer.
woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of? Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
He said, ask your client. Why don't you ask your wife, bro? Like, what you talking about? Like, you heard that song, you actually went to your wife, like, did Afroman fuck you? No way. It's like, damn, son, like, you don't trust him? I appreciate the super chat. These people won't let you do nothing? Well, shit, I see it now. What's good, gang? I appreciate that, my brother. You already know that. And then, there we go, exactly. Lick 'em low Lisa, man. Hold on, son. She was pissed. That was the other one. And this thing, I swear to God, bro, I would not have had any idea about any of this going on if she would have never just said nothing. Like, you should just kept your mouth shut. All y'all should never just shoot him and just let this shit go and slide past. But instead, you think you funny as hell, smart as hell. Let's move, groove, vibe, slide, shoot this nigga. Dickhead. Now, we all fucking laughing at you.
We'll bring it to.
Oh, no, not this one. Here we go.
I noticed her voice is a few octaves lower.
Fast food, her voice was low as shit.
She's not too fine, but she's might whip out something that's bigger than mine. Lick 'em up, Lisa. Lick 'em up, Lisa. Pussy lies. Pussy lies. Lisa. Lick 'em up, Lisa. She raised my house.
Man, Afroman trying to get me canceled, son. I don't know. I don't know if you gotta see that. Nah, W's creativity. Now she crying though. It's like, how you gonna cry when you was raiding that nigga crib, son? Sir D Jones, what's good from Germany, man? Appreciate you tuning in across the water. I know it's late as shit over there, so you real as hell for being up here. Daiki, I appreciate that. W pronunciation, because I ain't even come close to that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, this song is definitely violent, son. This shit is crazy. Dan Alley Allen. What's up, Unc? Come on, son. I'm not Unc yet, bro. Don't do that to me. I'm still like big bro level or something. And so now the fact that he won says everything we need to know. True haters can see it through and make this shit happen. And that's a W for Afroman, because now he about to make mad bread off all these songs. Now all these cops may have to just fuck around and move. Fuck their whole entire relationship up. I mean, that overall, W. That's all I can say. From one stand-up comedian to the next, keep moving, grooving. Bro, I appreciate that, gang. When I'm touring, September, my boy. September. That's when greatness starts. So now, let's get into Joe Kent. So, he went on Tucker Carlson today and had a very interesting conversation. And you could see here, right in the beginning, that what I've been saying since ever, he also knew. And now, like I told you before, they're just going to turn on him as fast as
Iran
they
posed
can.
no imminent threat to our nation. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. How did you reach that conclusion?
I think this is key. I mean, this would be more challenging to explain had the Secretary of State, the President, and the Speaker of the House not come out and said that we conducted this attack at this time because the Israelis were about to do so.
And that's the problem. That's the thing that I can't understand is how they all turned on him and tried to say he was capping when Marco Rubio went out there and said it. And then Trump tried to backtrack and be like, well, I think I kind of forced their hand. And now when people start dying, Joe was basically like, yo, this shit is fucked up, bro. Like, I can't sit here in good conscience knowing that we're going to war for another country and I'm basically sending people to die. So W. Joe Kent in that aspect. But as you can see, they turned on him fast as fuck. But then he started, here we go. This is about the lobbies, which is super important because I told you stuff about AIPAC, right? Where they were just bragging a little while ago about how many different things that they won, how many Democrats that they got elected. And that's why I always say left wing, right wing, same bird. Because you would think left wing would 100% stand against genocide. But it's like these motherfuckers don't even give a fuck. You feel me? Actual legend, my guy, I appreciate that. Coming to Philly, 100%. Bino, we definitely live, my man. Ohio thought they had one. Nah, for real. 916. Damn, Fluffy had they redacted your message. I don't know what happened. You missed first 45 minutes, fell asleep. Oh, man, it's all good, bro. You really ain't missed it. We just talking about Afroman. We just get into the political shit right now. And I started at 5:30 anyways because there was some technical difficulties at 5 o'clock. Bro was picked up by Trump and then bailed. He must know something. Nah, facts, bro.
What they did was they created basically a shifting red line or a new red line. So that if the president's red line was Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, we've actually got a lot of trade space in there for a deal to be made because of what I just described with the Iranian policy. Essentially, the Iranians saying, okay, well, we don't want a nuclear weapon. Well, that means we basically are at a point where we can start negotiating and we can come up with a deal. And the president is a fantastic deal maker. So if your goal is to move us away from any kind of deal and your goal is to move us into a conflict, you have to shift that red line. And that's where a lot of this, I would say, what became a de facto U.S. policy of Iran can have no nuclear enrichment. It was laundered through a lot of the different talking heads, Mark Levin, Mark Dubowitz. You've got the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies, you name it. Washington, D.C. has plenty of pro-Israeli lobbyists who will come and say those things, who will publish think pieces on it, who will go on the media, who will run op-eds in the Wall Street Journal to talk about this, why they can't have any enrichment whatsoever. And then we have a high degree of engagement with Israeli government officials who will come in and say, well, they're enriching and they could enrich or they could enrich more.
And they've been saying that shit since the 90s, bro. And so that's where it all comes from. Appreciate the super chat, my boy. If DNA proves they are not the real ish, people by DNA, Iran can send over missiles faster. UPS Tucker knows the real people by DNA are E1B1A. No, facts. And that's their whole entire thing, where they try to call this anti-Semitic bullshit. But how can you be anti-Semitic if you're not Semitic to the land that you're talking about? That makes no fucking sense. You come to Seattle. I don't know if I got enough people up there. Maybe, but maybe like once I start doing the tour and then it starts selling out and then it starts getting more motion, then it'd be like, oh, Seattle people may tune the fuck in. 8:30 new time. I think 5:30 probably will be the time going forward because then it gives people on the West Coast time to get home. To the people in Europe, my bad. I know it makes it even later for y'all. And then obviously on the East Coast, that's 8:30. But I feel like 8:30 not that bad. You feel me? Here to be a hater? Come on, man. We ain't do this, we chew this. I welcome all hate from all angles, my boy. Frank Lukey, you ever come to Dallas, Texas, my G? Yeah, 100%. I wish D-Lo never got traded. I was going to be there a lot more often. St. Louis, not yet. I don't got enough people there. But Dallas, for sure. I'm going to have to jump back from the beginning after this is over. Got subscribe to updates. I appreciate that, bro. Real one. And so, from this, look at the attacks on him. Ready? If we do anti-Semitic. No, whatever. Boom. Immediately. I told you. 206 in the house. What's good, my boy? Now, Joe Kent resigning and immediately pivoting to blaming Israel for everything is as predictable as it is unserious. Scapegoating Israel isn't just a tired anti-Semitic trope, it's anti-American. No, the fuck is not. And how are you going to tell the person for counter-terrorism, the one that you hired, Trump, that he was weak in defense? So that means you hired a weak guy? Is that what you're telling me? Now, this is a very, very, very important letter to read that we all need to read. Salute to the DMV, man. What's good, man? Hey, University. What's up, my... Hey, join up. Become a freshman. Become a sophomore. Pull up to the membership, gang. After much reflection, I have decided to resign from my position as Director of National Counterterrorism. I cannot in good conscience support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran poses no imminent threat to our nation. It is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby. He supported the values. In your administration, you understood better than any modern president how to decisively apply military power without getting us drawn into never-ending wars. You demonstrated this by killing Qasem Soleimani. That was the dude he said, he died like a dog. And by defeating ISIS. Appreciate the super chat. Did President Nasir say the real one left black and came back white? Didn't Satan Yahoo come from America? First off, Satan Yahoo, he's still dead. And I know they're trying to lie and try to say he's alive. That man is cooked, bro. His son took them 7 days off, and I already know what the fuck that means. Exactly, doesn't mean anti-Jew at all. He's from Pennsylvania. Jeff's not here. And Cam, bro, I appreciate the super chat again, man. You showing love. Come on, B15. We back in this thing, man. Or B15, whatever you want to do it. Bro's literally a Green Beret and his Mideast focus. So I'm saying, Joe Kent is nobody to fuck around with. Now, they be saying he may have been a white supremacist, whatever type of shit, but it's like, okay, so you hire a white supremacist? Is that what you're telling me? So early in this administration, this is a very important paragraph. High-ranking Israeli officials and influential members of the American media deployed a misinformation campaign that wholly undermined your America First platform and sold pro-war sentiments to encourage a war with Iran, which is all facts. Because out of nowhere, now we in fucking battle with these niggas. This echo chamber was used to deceive you into believing that Iran posed an imminent threat to the United States, and that should you strike now, there was a clear path to a swift victory, which obviously we know for a fact this shit is cooked. You said new PM for Israel? Is that like a confirmed fact? Or are you just saying that that's what they need to do? As a veteran who deployed to combat 11 times and as a Gold Star husband who lost my beloved wife Shannon in a war manufactured by Israel, and so then they started to attack his wife and say, oh, she was killed by Syrians. It's like, bro, his point is she was never supposed to be over there because Israel brought and dragged us into some shit we didn't need to be there for. I cannot support sending the next generation off to fight and die in a war that serves no benefits to the American people nor justifies the cost of American lives. We've already, on record, 12 people have died so far. There's over ballpark of 150 injuries. So we have no fucking idea. That's a fact. They just announced them. Hold on. Wait a second. And they're going to still try to lie and say that he's not dead? New Israel PM. Tell me we found out some shit like this live. Hold on. Oh yeah, this was very fucking weird, by the way. We'll go over this in a second. Oh wait, see, let's see if they made an announcement. See, I don't see no announcement. Oh shit, Kill Cam. I feel like they would have tweeted off this first. You feel me?
אנחנו בימים היסטוריים.
Now that we're here and listen to World News for the Truth, what up, Boogie? They're trying to manufacture a Bible. No, they definitely are trying to manufacture Bible prophecy. This shit is crazy. Crazy live news if true. Yeah, we're going to see. We'll give it some more time. But, okay, we're watching from above. Now listen to what this maniac has to say with their Operation Roaring Lion, fucking dickhead. Watch this shit.
ימים שירשמו בתולדות ישראל. במבצע שאגת הארי, השאגה שלנו הולכת ומתגברת. תוך זמן קצר חיסלנו את הצורר חמינאי, וגם בכירים רבים במשטר הטרור. חיסלנו את הרודן הישן, והרודן החדש, מוצ'טבה, הבובה של משמרות המהפכה, הוא אינו יכול להראות את פניו בציבור.
That is hilarious to say, because talking about he can't show his face in public, neither can you, bitch. You're dead. We've seen your fake videos. You still haven't done a live one where you answered any questions. Nah, he definitely did get hit with that hypersonic missile, Cam. No cap. And again, I appreciate you for the super chat, my boy.
חיסלנו את עלי לריג'ני.
Boom. Insane. I appreciate the 199. It doesn't even show no message though, my boy. So Ali Larjani, he was the one. Hold on. No way, nah, he's definitely dead. All right, hold on. Ali Larjani. Remember that name because we gonna go back to him in a second. Now watch how you lie on his shit.
לריג'ני זה הבוס של משמרות המהפכה, שזה חבורת הגנגסטרים.
The group of gangsters that effectively runs Iran. That's what he's saying about the dude Ali. But look what Ali said a couple days ago.
שמנהלת בפועל את איראן. אנחנו חיסלנו לצידו גם את מפקד הבסיס. זה העוזרים של הגנגסטרים, שהם מפיצים טרור ברחובות איראן וערים אחרות של איראן נגד האוכלוסייה. אני אומר לעם האיראני, הרגע שבו תוכלו לצאת לדרך חדשה של חירות, הרגע הזה הולך ומתקרב. אנחנו עומדים לצדכם, אנחנו עוזרים לכם. אבל בסופו של יום זה תלוי בכם, זה בידיים שלכם.
He basically is trying to make the people of Iran revolt against their regime, and he's trying to say they're helping them. Who says, hey man, we help you, take this bomb, dickhead, take another bomb. It's like, what type of help is that? Like, yo, stop helping. Bitch, please. What the fuck? I don't need that type of help, my nigga.
אנחנו מערערים את המשטר הזה, בתקווה לתת לעם האיראני הזדמנות לסלק אותו. זה לא יקרה בפעם אחת, זה לא יקרה בקלות, אבל אם נתמיד בזה, אנחנו ניתן להם הזדמנות שהם יוכלו לקחת את גורלם בידיהם.
As always, another pre-recorded video because he's not fucking alive. And then, there might not be much left for him to show. Nah, for real. Appreciate the super chat, Cam. Hey from 702, what's good, man? Aesthetic Prospect, what's good? Love from the NC, what's up, my boy? I saw someone just said love from South Carolina, too. I think. SC. Best sport in the game, man. I appreciate that. Frank, now the music is diabolical. And then we're watching from above. So you can see, I just tagged you in the page that said it's headlines. Okay, bet. So now, this is the other reason I think he's dead, right? Here we go. My wife Sarah and I, along with all citizens of Israel, send our heartfelt condolences to the family of Iran and Alan Mosi, the couple who were murdered by Iranian missile strike in the center of the country. May their memory be a blessing. I'm surprised you haven't said anything about the 175 schoolgirls you blew up, but then again, you also blown up 70,000 children over the last 2.5 years. So I guess that's not that surprising. Me, I know, right? The trap music niggas wildin'. Love from Milwaukee, I appreciate that, man. Love from the Bronx. BS was good, man. The house. New York to New York, my boy. Why USA AC carries on the run, bruh? Reem, I don't know why they retracted your message. That makes no sense to me. And I appreciate the super chat, man. Hey, Cam, you going crazy, bro. Damn. Good looking out. I need more supporters. Hey, man, you know, it is what it is. We slowly growing. I ain't really tripping. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like drama, but man, I've been going, nah, for real, because this war is insane. And so, usually, when it comes to somebody dying, right, he always gets on camera, especially if it's somebody that got murdered. And, like before, he went back to the actual bomb site, missile site, and talked there, because that's what he does. He likes to be seen. He likes to be a star. Vietnam 2.0, 100% Cam. I appreciate the chat again, and that's a fact. Because you can even see, Trump said it earlier where he's like, they were like, man, this could be another Vietnam. And they were like, he was like, well, you know, I'm not scared of anything. It's like, bitch, so you're just going to lie to us, basically, and say that everything is all good and copacetic when it's not? Because that was the whole thing about Vietnam. Zer Films, I appreciate that. Photo, Man, 49.9. I appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Keep going. Hey, man, we ain't new this, we true this. We got motion like the ocean. We gonna be live all the time, gangster. So, back to the Vietnam shit, right? Well, obviously, we don't remember Vietnam because we weren't alive. But when you grew up in school, right? You were taught, at least I was taught, and it was portrayed to me that we whooped their ass. Like Vietnam, yes, that shit was dangerous. People died. But it was like taught that we kicked the shit out of them. And then you watch this documentary that comes out. It's like, oh, whoa. We was getting bodied, son. Niggas was going over there. Let's see if this work. Thank you. The fuck? We was going over there, right? Americans, they was hopping off the helicopter and they was talking about within 30 seconds they was dying. That means you move like, oh, there go the nigga to the right. There goes the march of air. You guys see death, Red Bull, nowhere in motherfucking sight. Niggas getting tucked up top, and then so we getting bodied back and forth in Vietnam, and niggas is like, yo, hello, we gotta go home. And it took one photo for everyone to see back in America. Like, wait a second, what are we doing? We shedding poison chemicals in the sky, and people's dying. Bring us the fuck back. And so then we retreat and we sign a peace treaty. Right? Saying, oh, we're not allowed to be over there anymore. When in reality, we're dying and getting our ass kicked. And then we leave and say, oh, we won that. Even though in reality, the side we were on, South Vietnam, lost. North Vietnam, as soon as we left, came in even farther, took that shit over. And it's like, now, most likely, we're going to get pitched the same exact shit with Iran. So everybody right now in Iran, they want to off-ramp. Not in Iran, in America, where it's like, oh shit, we can't go to war because this is going to take a very fucking long time. So it's either we send troops on the ground and really try to take this shit over, or we try to retreat and leave, but Israel won't let that happen. But if we retreat and leave, then we're going to pitch it as, oh, we just won this. We just bodied Iran. Everything was obliterated. Everything got taken up top. In reality, we know that that's not true. And every single Iranian in the regime is just like, we don't think you guys understand what the fuck is going on, because just because you kill a leader, someone immediately takes his position. So it doesn't matter who dies, my nigga. Somebody else is going to take that spot. That's not a good sign. Because that's the thing. People don't understand that there's 90 million people in Iran, right? They're willing to die for their land and for their country. And then you send Americans, some motherfuckers don't even want to be over there. And they're going into a foreign terrain that has been waiting for somebody to try to come take that bitch over for 30 fucking years. There's a reason that they said that quote. From these ammunition crates, we will make caskets and you will be buried in this soil. Nigga, what? I'm gone, son. Bye. You just weekend. Well, nah, for real, I do think Satan who got body. My fault, I had to go on the rant real quick. I was going to read the messages. Bunch of boots on the ground, facts. Because just like, nah, they don't know the layout at all. And the thing is, Iran is big as fuck. Afghanistan? That shit took us mad long, son. In Canada, they taught us for a reason. I hope these people don't have enough time to roll out a clone. Man. So, speaking of clone, and I appreciate the super chat once again, my boy. There's a reason this shit was only 35 seconds long, right? So now, if you've ever worked in film or production, anything like this, basically what they would do is, this is a real shot. These people. This seat right here is actually empty. There's nobody there, right? And so then they insert. So now, like, watch. Ready?
The Chief of Air Force, our senior commanders. In the past 24 hours, we knocked out 2 of the terrorist chieftains, the top terrorist chieftains of this tyranny. Our aircraft are hitting the...
And that's exactly why they zoom in and punch in like this, because the outside shit looks crazy. My boy, welcome to Haiti University. No promo biz. Appreciate you, gang. Welcome to freshman year, gang. Shit in me. Now, okay, something else. Boom. This right here, right, is weird the way it looks, where you can see it's almost like a cutout, right? Now, peep this shit, right?
The terror operatives on the ground, in the crossroads, in the city squares. This is meant to enable the brave people of Iran to celebrate the Festival of Fire. So, celebrate.
Other weird thing, right? So it looks like he's looking up, but then here, this is in focus. If this is in focus, the pin should be in focus. You should be able to see something. This shouldn't be blurry whatsoever, because he's already in focus.
And Happy Nowruz. We're watching from above.
We're watching from above. AKA, I'm dead. I got took up top. Now, let's see what the comments said. I already know they was on his ass for this shit. When the government puts out multiple AI videos to prove their leaders alive, their leaders no longer alive. That's facts. They're talking about the different vents, where it's like, anybody that has a death like this, that's true. The vents are all going to look the same. The reflection, though, facts. Now, the times we're living in is crazy. And the thing is, okay, one thing you need to know is that Israel has not faked their prime minister being alive before. The last one, they faked like he was alive for 8 fucking years. And you don't think they're going to fake like this nigga alive? Like, man, what? I'm talking too much. Take my cell number so I don't disappear. I think I'm telling too much truth. We know they watching, but we already know trillions are covered up. The peasants know. I appreciate the super chat, man. Hey, you know, it's Palantir. They watching everything, my boy. There's nothing that we can do about that. That shit is cooked. Just think years ago, people were calling me crazy. Hey, man, people have been calling me crazy and anti-Semitic for quite some time now. Boom. So obviously the internet is eating this shit up too. Where every single person is talking about how much different shit is AI. Hell yeah. Put that man in a freezer. Boxed up, nigga. Now, very, very... Oh, also, you already know. Short-term pain, long-term gain. Fuck no. What the Fed chair say?
The implications of events in the Middle East for the U.S. economy are uncertain. In the near term, higher energy prices will push up overall inflation, but it is too soon to know the scope and duration of the potential effects on the economy. But the implication...
AKA, we're fucked. Hey, sorry, but, you know, inflation's about to cook you. Now, quietly, right? More Epstein shit is coming out. But there's so much shit going on that it's hard to keep track of everything happening. Because you have the World War III shit. You have Netanyahu possibly being dead. You have these 2 scientists that go fucking missing. And one of them is top general. They get taken out. And there's 2 people missing hiking. And this is all like within the past fucking 2 weeks. Your TikTok account is gone, bro? Yeah, they banned me, son. Lawrence Johnson show. That's the new one. I think I had like 10K. But to go from 400K to 10K is so defeating, bro. That should be hurting my heart. Nah, you definitely can't defeat the internet. We be on this shit. So, but basically in the new Epstein files, it's released that, like before, we've said Trump is raping people. So this dude, Goldman, he literally is like, you know what, fuck that. We're gonna say the quiet part out loud. Thanks for the super chat, my boy. Remember, look at the new trailer disclosure. The latest trailer, why they post that, is far worse than people think. They about to lose all the power. I watched the documentary disclosure, which was fucking crazy. Nah, seriously, bro. FTL gang? Oh, shit. You over there from Australia? Appreciate you pulling up. What fucking time is it over there? And Epstein file. That shit with the hikers is hella sus. Oh, no, we're going to get into them soon. Because, believe me, that's been wrecking my brain because that's weird. Where a top general and then somebody he was connected to 6 months ago, both of them going missing, and just so happens to be both days they go missing, we were striking Iran. Where it was almost just like, okay, we can't let this shit be known. These dudes are about to go missing. So we got to do something else. Latest trailer, disclosure day, go watch. All right, but I'll watch it after this.
Administration's massive cover-up of the Epstein files in order to conceal President Trump's involvement. This cover-up reached its apex last month when Attorney General Pam Bondi falsely testified under oath before the House Judiciary Committee. The Attorney General testified, quote, "There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that," unquote. This is a lie. There is credible evidence that Donald Trump committed a crime. And that, of course, excludes the nearly 3 million pages that the DOJ is refusing to turn over. Donald Trump is mentioned thousands of times in the Epstein files. There are multiple allegations that he sexually assaulted young girls. But I want to focus on one victim's allegations that the FBI unquestionably found to be credible. And now we know why. She credibly accuses Donald Trump of sexually assaulting her when she was between 13 and 15. Let me teach you how little girls are supposed to be. Trump unzipped his pants and put her head down, quote, down to his penis, bit the S out of it. Trump struck the victim and said words to the effect of, "Get this little B the hell out of here." They included this victim's testimony. They would not have done so if they did not find the evidence credible.
See, in any other country, you would be cooked. Like, you wouldn't be president anymore. When somebody's been interviewed 4 different times and they say, oh yeah, this person sexually assaulted me and raped me, and he's still in this position of power, you guys didn't do your extra due diligence, you would be fucking done for. But for some reason, it's just like Trump is just moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, like everything is copacetic. It's like, whoa, this man is accused of raping and assaulting people and then domestically, violently beating them the fuck up. Love to the 707, love to Nigeria. I appreciate you tuning in over there from Africa, my brother. Smoke that, man, I can't wait to smoke that Netanyahu pack. Oh, God. Is IG the best app to tap in with, UG? Honestly, bro, yeah, I guess. Or, I mean, here, because then we get to just talk directly. So if you ever have questions, I'll be trying to answer everything. 11 a.m.? 11 a.m.? Oh, shit, that's good. That's a good number, too. It's malfeasant as fuck, is what I'm saying. Because how, like, as soon as you hear this, right, how is the FBI director, do you not go after Donald Trump and be like, okay, we need to put you in deposition and subpoena him immediately? But for whatever reason, we just act like there's nothing wrong with that.
Which means that Attorney General Bondi lied when she stated under oath that there is no evidence that Donald Trump committed a crime.
Again, in a normal country, Patel, Pam Bondi, immediately removed from their position. Facts, Azaria, you just said the shit. They'd be gone. It'd be fucking cooked, and they would never be able to be in their positions of power again. You lied under oath to the people while being questioned. Locking in from South Africa, real one. I appreciate that. That's real as fuck. South Africa, too? Damn. Yeah, people, we worldwide, people. I love that. Y'all real as fuck. Because Tweet Patel is too busy partying? Nah, that's a fact. That shit is sickening.
That Jeffrey Epstein emailed Ghislaine Maxwell and said, quote, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned.
The dog that hasn't barked is Trump. He used to call him a dog, and he said he was a rat that would get cornered. You see how fucked up that is? Push like button for my boy. Hey, man, I appreciate that aesthetic. But the Dow, nah, in fact, I can't believe she was returning that. And then Stephen Dweeb bobblehead ass Miller, he goes on TV and literally just basically says we're committing war crimes. Because remember, people, they still have not called this a war. This is an operation, or as Donald Trump called it, an excursion.
Instead, have been achieved in a matter of days, because under the leadership of President Trump, and then, of course, with Secretary Hagsis of the Department of War, we are not fighting a politically correct battle. The hands of our warriors are not tied in getting up and going after the objective.
Who just says that out loud? We're not fighting a politically correct battle. Basically, we're doing some backdoor fuck shit. Whoa, let's admit to that. Like, nigga, what? Space Age Stoner, you ain't missing nothing, my boy. You in the cut. Like, you was going to roll up, pull up, tune in. What you guys say about beating about Venezuela beating America for the Baseball World Cup? How do you want me to respond to that? Do you want me to respond as a hater or as like, oh, you know, like that was a good baseball game? Because immediately I could just be like real patriotic and be like, okay, y'all beat us in baseball, but guess what? We went and stole your boy Maduro straight out his fucking country, and then now we got your oil. But that's not actually how I feel. But as a hater, that's how I respond, because that's immediately right? You know, to a Venezuelan. But in reality, man, fuck, we should have had some more people playing. But, you know, shout out to Venezuela. They were super happy, and I could tell they was taking that bitch personally.
And going after the objective ruthlessly.
Shout out to Ireland, man. Appreciate you pulling in.
Because this is war, and in a war, you have to fight totally. And so we have seen the leadership of this regime has been completely decapitated and obliterated. We have seen the IRGC dealt one humiliating blow after another. Their Navy is in the bottom of the ocean. Their Air Force is in rubble. Their ballistics missile program has been annihilated and is getting further annihilated every single day.
How many times have we heard that? Every single day we have been in this war, somehow they always get obliterated. But nothing happens. So if you getting obliterated, nigga, obliterate. I understand, because they keep on shooting missiles. I know that. We just saw Prime Minister RIP. So what the fuck is going on? Now, in something that's absolutely fucking insane, big up from the 242. What's good, man? Shout out to Vegas too. I seen you in the chat. Go ahead, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. This is fun for me. We're gonna do this a lot more often. I like interacting with y'all. I like talking about all this shit. But now, listen to this shit that we pulled on the Iranians when all this was going down.
So it builds on reporting MS Now had earlier. Iran offered to give away all of its enriched uranium during the peace talks. And hours later, the U.S. started dropping bombs. And The Guardian broke yesterday that there were British officials, the British National Security Advisor was present in Geneva during that last round of talks. The British were surprised by the Iranian offer. They thought it was credible. They thought the talks should continue. And the British were shocked when the Trump administration started bombing Iran hours later.
David?
And there was one development yesterday. It builds on reporting MS Now had earlier. Iran offered to give away.
So imagine you in the midst of talks, and America's like, okay, we don't want to get in there and come invade y'all, but at the same time, y'all need to give up this nuclear enriched uranium because Israel's bitching about it. They trying to say you're trying to get a nuke. We can't let that happen, or else they're going to be a fucking problem. Israel obviously is watching from in the cut like peroxide. Like, okay, how this shit about to play out? Iran comes back and says, okay, fuck it. Hey, we'll give up all the enriched uranium if they give up their nuclear weapons. In the midst of that conversation, bomb them niggas. What? Like, you understand how insane that is? And how backstabbing? And how, as a country, if you just got your shit bombed, how you gonna feel about that? What? Niggas gonna be tight. Let me catch up with these comments real quick. I was talking with all the Dominican Republic edits. Oh yeah, fact. All respect from Algeria. I appreciate you tuning in from over there, my brother. Real one. Damn, man, we got people from all over the world. Ain't that cool as hell that we all meet right here in the comment section, talking shit, hating all together while World War III plays the fuck out? I know, right? They keep on using the word obliterated. That shit pissed me off too. I'm in the military. I have some interesting intel. I mean, if you don't mind sharing it with the chat, man, share it with the people. We would love to hear. Locked in from Bermuda? It's good, man. I appreciate that, Sinclair. They said the Israelis named an interim prime minister. That's what somebody said in the chat, but we wasn't able to find it. I'm about to look that shit up again in a second. He said, literally start typing. Look, Javion, you can't. Hey, man, you got people wondering now, son. Appreciate the super chat, Cam. Don't stop the live, my brother. I can keep spending on the truth. I'm in Vegas, but these three-letter agencies probably already announced a big deal. Got me looking out the window like, hey, man. The thing is, I believe in that manifestation shit. You can't be paranoid because if you manifest that shit is going bad and shit is going left, then it could possibly happen. If you just be like, man, I'm good. I'm gonna be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Niggas ain't gonna be watching me. They in the middle of World War. Everything is copacetic, my boy. W. Haiti University. Gorgeous peace and kindness from down under. I appreciate that, Mumsy. Javion, $4.99. I appreciate the super chat, my man. I'm 100% sure Trump knew about the Iranian strikes on the Kuwait military base before they happened. He needed an excuse to bomb them. That's a fact. I could completely agree with that. East Los Angeles up in here. I'm Trippy TGS. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Cali. Love from New Orleans. Oh shit, we really like country nationwide. And Javion, I appreciate that. I could definitely agree with that. All right, but hold on. We got to get into this. Hold on. I don't know if I spelled intern right. I definitely didn't. Okay. So there's Yariv Levin. Why is this the only one? In a major political shift, Yariv Levin has been appointed. I can't. Let's look up the news real quick and see what's going on. See if we can find this shit. Watch guy every day from Ireland. I appreciate that. Levin takes charge. Attention is now focused on his leadership. I gotta visit Ireland one day too. East Texas in the motherfucking chat. Come on, son. Royal blood. I appreciate that. All right, let's see if the internet has any idea about this. 311 prime. I mean, shit. People are obviously looking it up if it's coming in. Okay, so there's fact check going out. So nobody yet has actually confirmed that he's taking over. Now, let's see what the Jerusalem Post says, because they always be honest about this shit. Because if you ever want to see what Israel's really doing, the Times of Israel and the Jerusalem Post are two places to go because they brag about themselves committing war crimes. So you can always see what the fuck they talking about. Previously served in publishing Ford's Justice Ministry Ford's clemency opinion on Netanyahu request to Lahu as process advances. They submitted a position. Okay, so it's definitely not confirmed that they got a new prime minister. Okay. Damn. Fuck. That was going to be the greatest news ever, because then we could have definitely confirmed that this dickhead was dead. But now we can't. So that is unfortunate. We can only wonder. Like, goddamn, like, I know this nigga probably dead for real. Javion, I appreciate the super chat. He got 4 of our service members killed because he needed an excuse to fight alongside Israel October 7th all over again. Completely agree, bro. That shit is fucking crazy. And it's fucking sad. Check international news stations. Yeah, usually Al Jazeera would definitely have it. But yeah, I don't know. That's. I mean, it's obviously rumors circulating, but it just doesn't seem like it's confirmed yet. And that's the thing. I don't think they would do that because then that would be them admitting that he's dead. And I don't think they would like shift that fast and just try to go over that because they would have to say something. Did he get kicked off live? This shit stop? No, I don't think so, bro. I think maybe a connection just got shoddy, probably. Pittsburgh in here. What's good, man? When did we get up to 12 deaths? I mean, I think it was 10. Sorry. It was the 6 that were killed and then the 4 that were killed in the airplane accident. Weekend at BB's. Not for real. Where were we? Oh, this shit was insane. Just another W for the conspiracy theorists, where they say it's accused, but nigga, it's really not accused, son. Poison in the sky, where everybody always be talking about, those are chemtrails, they this, that, and the third. In 2003, they discussed controversial topics of weather modification. Launching rockets or using planes to dump chemicals into the atmosphere that alter the climate and local storm systems. And if you notice, every single place that we're about to attack or bomb usually has like an earthquake leading up. And it's like, what the fuck, what is that? Kansas in the house. Dr. Andrew, appreciate you pulling up, my boy. They saying he in the hospital for a hernia, not dead, but we know he's definitely dead. And probably in like a medically induced coma. They're just trying to keep him alive. Bro, probably a fucking full-ass vegetable. And hopefully he's stuck in some sort of fucking expansion. Any FC updates? We just did a little bit cash out. Is they're going on in front of Congress and basically saying like, yo, in these new unredacted files, it's very clear to see that right here, we're looking at it. he is accused of raping a 13-year-old and then assaulting her after. And it's like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? If they roll out another Say Yahoo, he better not be stuttering. Nah, for real, Cam. MTG's crazy ass is talking about this. Nah, bro. He getting the cancer cure. Cancer can't cure no missile, my boy. My theory is the chemistry will stop us from connecting to something bigger or stopping us from something. And if you're talking about something, this is what we need to be talking about. Is all these fucking meteors that are shooting around. Like, okay, this one in Texas it is fucking insane. I've never, okay, we've all seen meteors, right? You've seen, well, at least if you were lucky to see it, you've seen one before. And this shit right here, I've never seen no meteor do a loop-de-loop.
The fuck is this?
Now watch. This shit moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, right? But now watch what this shit do. And it's crazy too, because this shit, there was the one in LA was literally outside my crib. And I was watching, I'm like, hold on. And why the fuck did I not record it? My dumb ass was on FaceTime showing my homie, like, look at this shit. Okay, but right there. When does a meteor do that? That's not normal meteor shit. Where like it has a gravitational pull, it's shooting one way. You never see a shit do a Euro step and go to the left and then disappear like that. And it still has that little light. Like, what the fuck is that? LA, they try to say it was the SpaceX Falcon 9. But every time I see SpaceX, it always breaks up into the white shit. Man, 3-Eye Atlas went behind the sun and all of a sudden that shit was never talked about again. But then, okay, on the same day, right? Because meteors, okay, a meteor shower. But how does so many happen in the same fucking day? Where this one, Ohio. And this is the one they said they heard a fucking boom and an explosion. I don't know, bro. To me, something's up. Because all this is happening, right? The meteor shit, nuclear shit, and it always brings me back. See, why is his name not popping up? This should be a top search on here. Did I spell his name wrong? Is that why? Did I put 3 L's? Okay. That's why it didn't pop up, because I'm an idiot. Nope, it's still supposed to... Nah, son. What's going on? He's supposed to... He's supposed to be up. Damn, both you and Charlie Gold are alive. And it's hard to focus on just one of y'all. So I have my phone on and her on the TV. I don't know who Charlie Gold is, but shout out to her. Comet or meteor hit Ohio this morning. Yeah, you seen that shit, right? That's a controlled rocket, right? That's something. And that's the thing, is I keep on remembering them saying, oh, they're going to try to attack you with drones. But it's like, I just don't think, like, I know we have some sort of air defense system, but I feel like Iran wouldn't even do that shit. It would have to be an Israel false flag. Because if Iran did that, they know, even if they tried some shit, random shit like that, we would send a nuke at them immediately. Like, it wouldn't even be a question. Like, they go, oh yeah. See, y'all niggas never, 95 million who? Yeah, we about to wipe out at least 5 right now. Because they don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, this brings me back to William. And I don't know why this is not bigger news. Because these two work together. She was working in propulsion systems at NASA, right? He was the general that oversaw everything. Now, in June 22nd, 2025, this past summer, she goes on a hike in California, right? During the hike, she's with 3 of her friends. Let's see if they can show the map. She's with 3 of her friends, right? Where's the search area at? Somebody had the shit. There was a whole map. Last seen at 9:10 a.m. And the dude said that she was within 60 feet from him. And he goes over this ridge. And when he looks back, she's no longer seen. Now, how do you disappear into thin air? And this is a hike she did all the time, right? So it's not like it's a random thing she's never done before. No, like this is something she ain't new to this, she true to this. She loves hiking. And so from there, she's never been seen before. I mean, seen again. And 6 or 7 months go by. And then William goes missing in the same exact weird type of way, but even weirder than her. Because she disappeared kind of into thin air where he goes back. He's like, I couldn't see her. I call her a name. I can't say anything. And it's like, okay, but if she fell in that area, they would have found her by now. But they didn't find her. If she got attacked in that area, most likely they'd either be able to find her. So it's like she either chose to go away or someone was creeping on the hike waiting for the perfect time to snatch her the fuck up. Or she chose to just disappear because she knew something was happening. Or she got called to a higher type of thing. Cam, you said you taking bets. I'm in Vegas. I'll book a private event for the explanation on how he got waxed me at a pool party. Nah, facts. I wish Trump wasn't so obese so he can take the same hike. Man, me and you both need him to hike off a fucking cliff. Now, Williams is even weirder because his wife comes home and when she gets back to the crib, she walk in, she's like, oh. There's his phone. There's his glasses. Where the fuck is William? William's wallet is missing. His boots are missing. His gun is missing. Nothing is said for 2 weeks. He's missing. No trace of him at all. Then they make this announcement. And anybody that knows anything about wearing contacts or wearing glasses, nigga, if you forget that shit, you're going back home. Like, as soon as you step out the door and all of a sudden some shit is not in view, you're like, huh, hold on, I need that. I'm going right back. Like, crack. Put my eyes in. But he doesn't have any of those. And the cell phone, obviously easy can trace him, gone. And that's their connection. And now all this weird shit is happening. And William, like, she worked with propulsions, but William, he had top clearance with everything. UFO related, defense related, technology related, every single thing, this nigga had it. So the fact that, I don't know, bro, that's weird that all of a sudden they both go missing in the same mysterious way and there's no trace of them. And these are the type of people, like William, right? That's the type of guy that they keep an eye on. 24/7. There's not like a thing of like, okay, we know you have the nation's top security secrets. We're going to watch after William. Even no matter what's going on, we're going to keep an eye on buddy. Right? Now, the fact that nothing has been found other than there's one sweater, an Air Force sweater, supposedly, that was found. And I see some people, his gun's missing because suicide. Right? Quote unquote. And that's the thing. If it was that, how hard is it to find a body? He couldn't have gone that far. And to kill himself is like, he would want to be found, but no letter, no anything. He decided, okay, let me just kill myself. I don't buy that. Javion, I appreciate the super chat. Unrelated, but I was with Pam Bondi, and I was talking to her Secret Service, and they were telling me how they don't like her and she's annoying. Now, see, that is goated. But the Dow, my nigga, exactly, Reese, right on time. At least the Dow is good. I can imagine. I mean, Pam on her knees, Bondi, she can't even live her own life. She knows what she has to do. And so then it brings us back, as we keep on talking, we have a general, we have one scientist, and then we have this scientist. He was the one that supposedly, all of a sudden, just gets shot on his porch. He's chilling. His crib is in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? And he get took up top. And they're like, oh, that was his neighbor. His neighbor definitely did that. 100%. And they talk about this dude. And so 11 days go by, charges get dismissed. And all of a sudden that story falls silent. Because that's the problem, right? Is that we live in a 48-hour news cycle. So if he dies, you arrest someone, people just think that shit is over. But then you drop the charges on the person, and now we have no idea who pulled up to this man's middle of nowhere fucking crib and shot him on his porch. And then that's not counting Nuno, who, I don't know if you guys remember him. I know it will come up from this if I put in Nuno. God damn it. MIT. Now it should come up. What the fuck? There he is. Okay, boom. He is the plasma physicist that was also killed after the Brown shooting. They were trying to say the same dude went and shot Nuno. And they're trying to say that they're connected. He's a plasma scientist, fusion center director. And supposedly it was the Brown shooter. And the Brown shooter just got done shooting up a school, people. Think about that. And then he waits for 2 days, and all of a sudden he just pulls up to his MIT professor's crib and shoots him. Like, that don't make no fucking sense to anybody else, where you're just like, wait a second. Nigga, what? None of that shit adds up. People. Something is going on, and I don't like it, because I can't figure it out. Where are those four, and how are all they connected? You know what I mean? Because people don't just disappear like that, and you don't just get killed in those type of positions of power and of knowledge and of IQ, and just nothing happens. But we live in such a fast cycle and so much shit's going on, there's not that much light that's shined on it, which is, also just kind of sad. Then, we'll talk about what the fuck Israel is doing in a second. That like cook crack, they also talk about young Carlo, son's energy. What you mean by that, Sir Smokes? Was a disgruntled ex-teacher shooter? Well, the Nuno shooting, they tried to connect after the Brown shooter, because that was kind of like cooked. They said, it was a former student that he used to go to school with, but then he ended up killing himself. It's like, we could have got all the free energy. Facts. I definitely think it's energy related. Remember that scene from Goodfellas after the bank robbery and the block inside, everyone started getting got? Facts. It definitely is all connected. Now, this is the quiet war that nobody's talking about. With all this shit going on with Iran, Israel is using this time to strike and fuck up Lebanon. Because remember we just talked about the Iran Arab mission yesterday, or on Monday, where these motherfuckers went in there dressed in fake hospital gear and tried to dig up some bones. Now, what did they do today? Blew up a fucking residential building. And what could your reasoning possibly be for that? Like, what could you say that makes this justified? Because you could just look at this as like another 9/11. But what they say in their reasoning is they're like, we sent out a notice an hour before. Nigga, what if I'm napping? What if during that hour I'm taking my nap? I'm an hour and 30 minutes. And next thing you know, I get bombed and nigga, I'm dead? I would be fucking pissed. It's all connected. Just imagine all the history we've been lied to. Oh, bro, it's crazy to me. The amount they lie to us now, I can only imagine how much of our history is all fake and just all cap. Now, they're raiding Lebanon as we speak. Man, Hamas had tunnels in the attic, underground. They had tunnels in the sky for real, in the clouds. Now, they definitely preparing ground troops. Now, these guys be the most foul people. Oh, no, they're definitely the most foul people on earth. It's actually not even close. They're like disgusting people. It's unbelievable. Now, remember I said Ali Lerjani. Jeez, I forgot because we started going off in a different tangent. He was the one that stated, hey, if I die / I just caught wind that within... We'll just look right at it. That the Epstein files... No, I need to see his real... There it is. March 15th. He tweets out, I've heard that the remaining members of Epstein's network have devised a conspiracy to create an incident similar to 9/11 and blame Iran for it. Iran fundamentally opposes such terrorist schemes and has no war with the American people. No war with the American people. Within 48 hours, they killed this nigga. And that was when Netanyahu said, oh, we have a list. He's the one that we need to take out. Now, look at some of the books he's written. Mathematical Method of Philosophy, Metaphysics, Sciences, Philosophy, Intuition and Synthetic Prior Judgments, Fresh Air, Reason and Tranquility in Government. And you're going to tell me this guy was the evil person that you had to kill? No. Jesus. We are looking in the mirror, brothers. That shit is sad, son. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Nah, these gotta be the most foul. No, I'm telling you. Everything fake? Nah. Yeah, you ain't lying. Gas prices is definitely not motherfucking fake. They accidentally crashed on the bench in Cuba, if I'm not mistaken. They wanted to rewrite history. They wanted it all in the cloud. Some movies on DVD are not the same on Apple, just saying. Man, you don't gotta be saying nothing, my boy. That's nothing but facts, Cam. They switching shit in the you hear them go on and be like, hey, we cannot let October 7th go down as them remembering Hamas and Gaza as the victims. We have to be the victims. It's like, nigga, what? That sounds fucking insane.
That you might be one of the targets.
Anyone could become a target. In recent days, we have seen that they have no hesitation about targeting any place. So far, 53 hospitals have been attacked, along with many schools. The Minab school, which has now become well known.
53 fucking hospitals? And then we don't know anything about that. And then the schools, and it's like, what does he have to lie for about that? It's not like he's going to win us over, where it's just like he's just speaking facts. And as always, Al Jazeera, where they're the only kind of non-opinionated news team out there right now. Everyone else is fucking bought and paid for.
Where 168 students were killed, is the most famous example, but there have been others as well. Bank branches and many residential buildings have also been attacked. Political figures, civilians, scientists, and university professors have all been targeted. It is even possible that the foreign minister could be attacked. But like everyone else, we are standing firm and working for the goals and interests of our country.
And that's what makes it so tough, is because we know the regime at some level is evil, right? Where they have this full control on their people. But at the same time, it's like, what they're faced with, what choice do they have? It's like, no matter what you do, you're cooked. Oh, damn, I don't think I told Instagram that we was on here, huh? So should we try to get some more people in this bitch? Oh, man. Let's see what my last story was. Oh, hell no. Hold on. Streaming services changed as the Cosby Show because Theo mentioned. Come on, chat. We gotta let the people know. Man, you know it's coming. We in this motherfucker, man. Live in action. Come pull the fuck up, gang. Live in action. Come pull the fuck up, gang. And suicide is a real. Okay, so we're gonna see what the fuck happened with that. Maybe some more people will join from IG. They work overtime? Psh, OD. These niggas is wildin', son. Now, Tulsi Gabbard, oh, Jesus Christ, she went on trial today, well, in front of Congress, and when I tell you, it was just embarrassment after embarrassment. Here, she basically admits that none of this was a surprise, and that President Trump knew he was dragging us into a never-ending motherfucking war, and he did it anyways.
Forces are capable of inflicting substantial damage to an attacker, executing regional strikes, and disrupting shipping, particularly energy supplies, through the Strait of Hormuz. In other words, every problem we're seeing now was not only foreseeable, but was actually predicted by the intelligence agencies. So, Director, in the lead up to the start of this war 3 weeks ago, did the intelligence agencies stick to their assessment that in response to an attack, the Iranians had the capability to shut down the Strait of Hormuz?
Thank you, Senator Wyden. The intelligence community has continued to provide the president and his team with the intelligence related to this operation in Iran before and on an ongoing basis.
So right now, we're in a global energy crisis. We're paying more for gas. The economy is in danger. And it seems to me, and I heard you discuss this with Senator Warner too, that there's a lot of hedging going on with respect to entirely foreseen consequences of the war. And that strikes me, Madam Director, as what amounts to a historic mistake. Now, my second question is, did the intelligence agencies assess that the Iranians could respond to a regime change attack from us by attacking U.S. forces?
And so even in that first minute of that bullshit right there, it's just like, what? We are such an unserious country. What the fuck are we doing? You said that's what you said on the last video. You gotta tell people you're here. Yeah, I don't do a good job at that, bro. I'm just bad at promoting shit because it's like, man, fuck it. Niggas gonna see if they see, and they're not. That's such a stupid thing to think. You have to tell people to go do things, and if you don't, they're never gonna fucking know about it. Unless y'all, you know, some of y'all 200-something people that's in here right now, because I rock with y'all and y'all rock with me. Crazy thing to me is Iran damn near fighting with one hand tied. They ain't even striking for real during the day because of Ramadan. Ain't that crazy? We attack them right when Ramadan fucking starts. You motherfuckers can't even eat from sun up to sundown, and they still fighting a war against two of the best air defenses and ground defenses in the fucking world. But okay, now, checking in Niagara Falls. Shout out to the Falls, man. I went to Niagara University to play basketball freshman year. I was on the American side, obviously. I don't know Niagara Falls be on Canadian. Or Steve's car. Hey, Steve, stop fucking playing with me, bro. Shitting me? Hey, man, I ain't gonna tell my chat, send hate to Steve. I like Steve for real in real life. That's why Trump deadass said, I don't know, Tulsi fired Kent. These niggas is all dickheads. Doing some stand-up at NY this weekend. Any food recommendations? And then go get you some chopped cheese. Go get you some Chinese food from, okay. Let me just explain this to you right now. You're going to go to a Chinese spot. And it's not going to be, don't look it up on your phone. Just go walk around the block. You feel me? And I need you to walk into a Chinese spot. And if you don't see no little kid at the counter, get the fuck out. But once you find a little nigga, probably got some glasses on, he taking orders, immediately get you some sesame chicken and fried rice. And they going to be sitting there looking at you like, how may I help you? Oh, sesame chicken, fried rice? No egg roll? 10 minutes. You going to wait 10? Really, you going to wait 5, my nigga. They gonna bring you, like, this some bullshit food. You feel me? And your shit not gonna look like that. It's gonna be stacked to the top. Romaine gonna be falling out the fucking side. And you gonna be like, thank you very much. And go, okay, thank you, see you again. And nigga, I'm telling you on God, it don't matter what you order. 10 minutes. Nigga, they there with that shit. And it's heat, boy, on God, this shit is. So that's what you're gonna do in New York. All right, hold on. Back to this.
And other Americans in the region.
The IC assessment has always taken very seriously the threat of the Iranian regime's missile capabilities and how our American troops within the region may be put at risk.
Again, you know, it seems to me with Americans dying in the war, it's hard to see how you can sit here and say that the intelligence agencies couldn't provide a clear warning that if attacked, the Iranians would respond by attacking our people. Now, on Monday, Madam Director, Donald Trump was asked about Iranian strikes on the Gulf states. He said, and I quote, no, the greatest experts, nobody thought they were going to hit the Gulf states. You all are supposed to be the greatest experts. That's what we have you there for. Director Gabbard, did the intelligence agencies assess that Iran could conduct strikes on our own partners in the region if it was attacked?
The intelligence community has continued to assess the potential threats to the region, the existing threats to the region, and providing those assessments to the policymakers and to
AKA, yes, we knew all the threats, but we just sent everybody else in there because Israel dragged us in and we don't got no fucking balls. That's what that means. Hold on. Them folks generous? Oh, God. Oh, we still talking about the Chinese. Hold on. Okay. No egg roll. Nah, I'm telling you, they'd be surprised if you say that. No egg roll? Vegetable egg roll? Chicken egg roll? Salt egg roll? Okay. Fried rice? Hell yeah, nigga. Who got better Chinese food? LA or China? You know what? Surprisingly, I go full screen against this. Chinese food in Los Angeles sucks. I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Because niggas is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they right the fuck there. But for some reason, their food didn't get here. It got to New York, though. I don't know if the Chinese just like going to New York. Now, Japanese food, Korean barbecue, elite in LA. But it's like, them niggas came here, but whenever China was like, man, fuck that. Fuck Cali. We going to New York. New York, best Chinese in the entire country. There's no better Chinese food than a random fucking hole-in-the-wall spot in the middle of anywhere in New York. And I will die by that. LA, why, man, you must have never had some Chinese food in New York. Because LA, y'all don't even have no sesame chicken out here. Everything's orange chicken. Orange chicken, orange chicken. Fuck that. Where the sesame chicken at, my nigga? That's what I need. St. Louis got elite Chinese food too? I mean, I don't know. Barbers must be ass in LA too. Do you see this, my nigga? Do you see the fresh shit, Steve? Are you crazy? This dude Steve Zaccardo, y'all, he look like fucking DJ Khaled, but he's just Italian. This shit is sick. I wish I could pull up his fucking picture. LA Chinese food is quantity over quality. Facts. You live in Hawaii and you beg to differ? What you different about? I've been to Hawaii. I love Hawaii, by the way. But y'all don't got no Chinese food over there. I know that. Y'all got elite Hawaiian barbecue, though. I was rocking with that. Oh, and then Lawrence Johnson for president one day. Oh, man. You already know, bro. Not yet. Not 2028, because I'm not even going to be old enough. But 2032, y'all niggas may catch me for real. Because that means I can do a couple comedy tours, have a little bit of motion like the ocean, and I'm in that bitch, son. I ain't gonna lie. D-Book been hooping for real, too. Boy, I know y'all lit. This nigga Book is a walking fucking bucket. That shit is crazy. It's unbelievable. But that's what I'm telling you, people. Have elite friends around you. People that motivate you to be fucking better. Because that's the thing. I can't be no just weak-ass comedian and my friend be one of the best basketball players in the NBA. No, nigga. I gotta be the best, too. Fuck that. You never ate Chinese food in Hawaii? No. But I'm going to come back to Hawaii again. So, let me know. Do you see Dune Part 3 trailer? Hell yeah. My boy Timothy fucking Chalamet, top white boy of the year, in there looking like sub fucking zero. Actually, we'll watch that towards the end, right before we run the outro. Because you know the outro. We got to run that motherfucker. But no worries. This shit ain't ending no time soon. I'm going for at least another hour. Now, this nigga right here be talking big cash shit. Listen to this nigga.
جنگی آمریکایی صهیونی که با رشادت دلاور مردان ایران اسلامی در تیر ماه متوقف شد، اکنون در مسیر فروپاشی قرار گرفته است. همانطور که گفته شد، اقدامی که از سوی ما انجام می شود رسما اعلام می گردد. این هشدار قاطع و خط و نشان برای جنایتکارانی است که تعرض به بخشی از زیرساخت‌های سوخت و انرژی ایران در جنوب کشور داشتند. در نتیجه این اقدام زیرساخت‌های سوخت، انرژی و گاز مبدأ تهاجم در اولین فرصت در آتش می‌سوزد.
Niggas say we're gonna burn that shit at first opportunity and turn it to ashes. God damn, why? Fuck. That's the thing, people. You gotta think about it, son. Like, this is what people not realizing. Iran got no choice. Imagine people just run up in your spot and start bombing you, nigga. What you gonna do? Fight back. God damn. Did I see a Spider-Man trailer? I did also see that. And I'm not gonna lie, it did not touch the Dune trailer. I'll tell you that for sure. They was tripping. They should have gave themselves another 2 weeks. Why would you try to compete with that? Now, I was fucking, you know what I'm saying? I love Spider-Man, but I was just like, the comparison between the Dune joint and the Spider-Man joint? I was like, oh, nah. Global crisis energy, definitely incoming. You are not lying. The coldest line yet, talking about ashes? I'm telling you, look, he go for another minute too.
و به خاکستر تبدیل می شود. به ارتش بزدل و متجاوز
I just thought about it because y'all can't understand what the fuck he's saying in the language. So I'm just gonna read it to y'all. So, to the cowardly army of criminal America and the savage Zionist regime, we declare. Fuck y'all declaring. You have no choice but to sacrifice your soldiers and throw your reputation to the wind. Hold on. You need to fix your full screen. When you put up shit with subtitles, we can't see the bottom quarter of the screen. Oh, you talking about... That is true. That is true. But I don't know if I can fix that. For real. Sometimes, that's why I was going to read this shit to you anyways. But hold on. Back to what this nigga's... Yeah. Farsi, they are elite poets. Because look at this shit. The throats of your commanders and soldiers are under the... Hold on. What the fuck did he just say? Are under the boots of the warriors of Islam. Oh, Jesus. In the strategic confusion ahead of you, the reality of the battlefield is clear. Consider the unprecedented events. You came with a victory scenario. Yet in your secret underground war rooms, you scramble for ways to ensure your own survival. Your era of glory is over. Your only escape from mighty Iran's strikes, Jesus Christ, this nigga talking cash shit, is to withdraw from the region or choose death. Good God. This nigga is threatening the fuck out of us. And victory comes only from God the Almighty, the wise. Jesus Christ. I mean, bro, this nigga's spitting bars. What the fuck? Yo. Son. Nah, bro. That's crazy. Oh, and here we go. Damn is right. Sham, I'm saying, son, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, nah, son. We gotta talk about that. He was talking crazy. He said, man, you surrender or choose death. He said, while y'all be capping in front of the media, we know you scrambling in your war rooms and bunkers trying to fight for your own survival. That's fucking crazy.
I understand, and I appreciated Dr. Gabbard, your comments yesterday about agreeing that the president has sole authority, I guess, in his bones to declare whether something is an imminent threat. I didn't agree with your friend, Mr. Kent, but I agreed with him yesterday on the fact that there was no imminent threat. I guess what I'm concerned about, one thing is, even in your printed testimony today on page 6, and your last paragraph on page 6, as a result of Operation Midnight Hammer, Iran's nuclear enrichment program was obliterated. There's been no efforts to try to rebuild their enrichment capability. You omitted that paragraph from your oral opening. Was that because the president had said there was an imminent threat 2 weeks?
No, sir. I recognize that the time was running long, and I skipped through some of the portions.
So you chose
oral.
So he said, I know I said it was obliterated before, but now I was like, man, I'm running short on time. I might as well just, leave that part out about the whole obliterated thing. These people using obliterated way too loosely. Bitch, if you obliterate, that shit gotta be gone. There's no like, oh damn, there it still is. What the fuck? No, nigga. That man vibing and sliding. Figure of speech, not for real. Oh, here we go. And this fucking loser. Marco Rubio. Listen to this shit. The United States congratulates Argentina as it begins its presidency over the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. At a time of rising Holocaust distortion and denial, its leadership is vital. We commend President Malil's commitment to sharing the truth and honoring survivors. More reparations for the Holocaust. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Cam, I appreciate the super chat, man. How much longer you gonna be live? Probably for like another hour. What time is it? 7? Yeah, it's about to be 7. I'll probably go to like 8. So that gives me like that gives me like 2.5 hours live. Like, can you imagine the morale hit it gives them, or would give us if they took out one or more elaborate? Oh, man, you ain't lying. Well, I guess we pushing the button Got my cousin out there on a ship for months before his retirement. Man, that shit crazy, Ken. But we appreciate your cousin for serving. I unfortunately, he's serving Israel right now and not us. But, that's not his choice. Here we go. Then you got this. This is why I love certain interviewers, and obviously they're not from here because they would never fucking talk like this. But he asked the real question of like, you guys killed 175 kids, and you haven't once apologized or once shown sadness about that, which basically proves that you don't give a fuck about kids. At least that would for most people.
Again, and she died. Why have we not heard a word from Prime Minister Netanyahu about Menab? Would it make it difficult for him, or would he just, is he not wanting to upset the Americans, which is why he's not asking the question?
I think that in wars there are very tragic events, including this one. We should do whatever we can in order to avoid them. I think that to demand for the Prime Minister of Israel to deal with a particular event after all these people that are asking that never were self-accounted for what this regime has been doing to their own people.
AKA avoidance. I mean, we bombed 175 kids, but like, what about what they did to their own squad? Like, nigga, what? The fuck? No, bitch. Why don't you say, we're so sorry for hitting the school? That's what most people would fucking say. You killed 175 children, nigga. Watch from hot ass feet. It's hot as hell here too, DeAndre. No cap, son. They forgot to use the English language. For real flyer. I swear to God. You think they dumb? 100% they're dumb. If there was like IQ tests, there'd be a lot of people that should never be allowed to do anything ever again. But we don't give a fuck about shit like that.
I haven't seen the outrage. Okay, so I think that people here are.
But you can't measure. You can't measure.
You can't measure your response. 30,000 people that are protesting in the streets. You cannot measure it. With a mistake.
But you cannot measure the mistakes that are being made now and rationalize it with what they have done earlier. No, it doesn't matter mistake or both sides. So let me put it this way.
This is not our policy.
Have you lost your moral? Have you lost your moral upper ground because of American actions? I'm being very clear. Is Israel losing the narrative battle because of the fact that you're being linked to the actions and the?
Telling you, bro, they just have a whole bunch of fucking liars up there. And look at this bullshit. They're the only country that somehow there's always fucking two flags. But then you go to Israel. Do you ever see two flags in Israel? Fuck no. You see one. But somehow, all over the place, you want to stand with Israel? You want to stand with Israel? You want to stand with Israel? Bunch of dick suckers. That shit is crazy to me. Now, the newest ploy is saying that Russia, China, and North Korea, Iraq, and Pakistan is going to try to attack us. Because, as always, they're always going to try to attack us. Afroman won the case. Laserface, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning of the stream, that was the first thing we covered. We went through Afroman's kind of step by step. We looked at some of his songs. We went over to him winning the case. Okay, now listen to this. This is the new fearmonger right here.
However, the intelligence community assesses that Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, and Pakistan have been researching and developing an array of novel, advanced, or traditional missile delivery systems with nuclear and conventional payloads that put our homeland within range. The IC assesses that threats to the homeland will expand collectively to more than 16,000 missiles by 2035, from the current assessed figure of more than 3,000 missiles. The IC assesses that China and Russia are developing advanced delivery systems meant to be capable of penetrating or bypassing U.S. missile defenses.
As always, as soon as shit hit the fan, everybody's trying to kill us. It's like, bitch, we losing. You think people are focused on trying to attack us now? No. They're like, oh, they're killing themselves. We don't need to even do anything. We don't have to be the enemy. This dumb bitch. She always get up there fucking lying. 14 in Montreal? God damn, P-Lo. Jesus. Yeah, it is cold. Love from South Africa. Usher, I appreciate that, my boy. Big love in South Africa, man. I hope you can get those Afrikaners the fuck up out of there for your people. You so sick of hearing, man, me and you both. We had to get that shit drilled in our head in fucking school. Nothing else mattered in history other than World War II and the Holocaust. New war bait to drop? No, facts, bro. You got here late by the rewatch the stream? Hell yeah. You posting a full stream to rewatch? Go up in my sleep? Hey, man. DJ, we be living the same life. I understand, my boy. I think this shit automatically posts as soon as I get done streaming. So anybody can just watch it back once it's over.
North Korea's ICBMs can already reach U.S. soil, and the IC assesses that it is committed to expanding its nuclear arsenal. Pakistan's long-range ballistic missile development potentially could include ICBMs with a range capable of striking the homeland. The IC assesses that Iran has previously demonstrated space launch and other technology it could use to begin to develop a militarily viable ICBM before 2035, should Tehran attempt to pursue that capability.
Now this bitch talking about Tehran again. It's like, yo, I thought they was obliterated. Fuck is niggas talking about? Fizo, what's good? Amsterdam tuning in, man. Shout out to y'all across the fucking water. Oh, yo. And here's the new, this is what I'm talking about, son. So this is the dude that replaced her at ICE. And this motherfucker's talking about, you know, some rules still apply. I was trying to fight a nigga because you could duel somebody. It's like, yo. Bitches, as much as I like Gladiator Fridays, that shit's been illegal for a long fucking time. Dickhead. Like, I hate stupid fucking ignorant fucks like this.
Out of some of the rules that still apply to this body. For instance, dueling with two consenting adults is still there. I was pointing out what is still
illegal
acceptable.
for 170 years.
Look at his face, dickhead.
There's no precedent for legal dueling. Even then, they fled the country.
This nigga said, bro, I read one time on Google, you could still duel niggas in the middle of Congress, and he really tried to do that shit. He really actually asked somebody, man, we could just go head up right now. What's up? It's like, yo, what the fuck? And we think he's the person that should be in position of deporting people? Oh, yeah. Deaths are going to rise quickly. And look how he just downplayed him like an idiot.
Do you realize that the man that beat Charles Sumner with a cane, he beat him till he was unconscious? You know why no senators intervened? Because his friend held a gun on the other senators, and he kept beating him until he crushed his skull. That's what you're insinuating as the president of the Senate, and that's what you live by. That is a very, very dangerous sentiment.
Hey, bro, this motherfucker's just like, yeah, you got a point. This nigga's a fucking dickhead. What I'm saying, like, if you're that stupid, immediately, like, we should just be like, okay, based on an IQ test, this nigga's done for. He's an idiot. He's cooked. There's no way he can be in a position of power. Let's just give him a podcast or something. Texas, there's some legality. I think you can dual wield, and even that niggas can still go down for murder. Checking from MD, shout out Maryland, man. I appreciate you, Jimmy. South Africa, come on, man. Usher, real one. Lisa, you did make it. Love and politics, crazy kid. Blam homie on the Capitol Hill? Nah, for real. I'm telling you, shit's crazy. Oh yeah. This what you got, okay. This right here is a coon. See this? Coon. This man deserves fucking 60 to 70 lashes. Easy. Easy. Definitely 60 to 70 lashes. No question. Coon. What do you do? Black. Tempted by the anti-Semitic wave sweeping right now. Back when white mobs lynched us in the streets, when we had no money, no power, and literally no movement, who stood with us? Who risked everything? The Jews. Dickhead, shut the fuck up. Lash this man. 60 lashes to Reverend Jordan Wells. This fucking dickhead. Welcome to Haiti University, Lisa. I appreciate you. Freshman year. We ain't know if we true this. Send some hate. Appreciate you joining up, Lisa. They weren't just allies. They were family in the fight. Oh, my God. This is what I'm talking about, bro. These idiots. They were not no family in the fight. Malcolm X hated these niggas for a reason. Now, Rabbi marched arm in arm with MLK. Jeez. Freedom Summer, 64. Half the white volunteers risking death to register. Black voters. Jewish. So to my people joining this demonic, divisive hate today, lash this man. Pause, remember, honor the alliance that freed us. These niggas did not free us. Jewish slave slips. Dickhead. They brought us over here, you fucking idiot. God, and he calls himself a reverend. God gonna look you in the face and smack the shit out you. Our histories are bound. Our freedoms were one together. Betray that and you betray the very martyrs who died for our rights. Black Jewish unity forged the dream. Don't let hate destroy it. I stand with my Jewish brothers and sisters always. And then he puts the Israeli flag. Zionist, you cuck. Fucking 50 lashes. This nigga need to learn his lesson. Coon. Now, listen to a brother that knows some facts.
Herzl, H-E-R-Z-L. He was the founder of Zionism. He said that he was going to find the state that God promised the Jews. Listen to this very carefully. This man, Herzl, was an atheist. He believed that there was no God. He said God did not exist. Now, how is it that a man who believes that God does not exist is going to find a state that God promised to his chosen people? I tell you, this man is Satan in disguise. Zionism is a satanic movement. It is devil. It is imperialism. It is racist. It has gone and taken the lands of the Palestinian people and through terrorism has driven them out. And through terrorism, it maintains its power. And the United States of America, with over 6 million homeless, sends to Israel billions and billions and billions of dollars everywhere to bomb Palestinian people while homeless people are here and unemployed are here. Zionism is going to raise this war and make the people of America become clear to what it is and become anti-Zionist and stop the aid to Israel and use the money to take care of the homeless in this country.
Who the fuck is that nigga? Based. He know what the fuck he talking about? And this just goes under the realm and has never been seen again? Why didn't we push this man up to a position of power? Shit's unbelievable. Like, what the fuck? Shit ain't making sense. That's the type of nigga we need. Now, for any of you heard he lost his Hispanic card, I'm about to say royal blood. What are you talking about? Preach, that's what I'm saying, bruh. This man knew what the fuck he was talking about, bro.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now, because we're very...
Whoa, what did you say there? That us, the American people, were the last of your concerns? Let me just run that back real quick.
And we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now, because we're very confident that this thing is going ahead of schedule.
AKA, fuck y'all niggas, y'all gonna be alright. It's like, what? What are you talking about? I don't know if I'm rocking with that. Cam, appreciate the super chat, my boy. They didn't even put shit real in the right spot. Didn't they want to put it in Kenya before the Rockefellers and Rothschilds decided to buy the land of Palestine? Am I allowed to say this? Yeah, you allowed to say anything in this chat, bro. But no, it wasn't Kenya. They at first were trying to go to Argentina. After World War II, all this shit broke out, and that's why a lot of them, some of them did get to Argentina. But basically, that was the first land that they were trying to go. And then they asked if they could go to America. America's looking, nigga, no. And then the Palestinian people were nice enough to open up their land. Next thing you know, Nakba, 1948, cooked. Now, more base for JFK.
But now we're getting a look at the handwritten pages, and it's showing us a side of Kennedy we've never seen before.
Some 2 decades before addressing crowds in West Berlin as president, John F. Kennedy wrote these 61 diary pages in the summer of 1945. Germany had just surrendered, and the 28-year-old JFK was touring Europe as a newspaper correspondent, traveling shoulder to shoulder with leaders from around the world. The young JFK's final destination, Germany, just months after the Allied victory. Already a scholar on global politics, Kennedy seemed fascinated with Hitler and his place in history, writing, "He had in him the stuff of which legends are made."
That's why they killed this nigga. You understand? He started looking into his history and was like, whoa, I think we may have got Buddy all wrong. Hey, Israel, I'm doing some more research. Yo, what's good, son? JFK here. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think I need y'all to, be a foreign entity. And you already know Israel, me, is like, fuck you, nigga. What are you talking about? This is AIPAC. We're your allies. I've been reading and looking into history. And let me tell you, I think Adolf may have been onto something. It was wrong that he eliminated y'all like that. But we gotta be serious here. No nukes. Alright, we're gonna talk to you later, Jay. They hung up on that nigga. Went and stole the nukes in Pennsylvania. Went back to Israel. Started making nuclear weapons. And then took this nigga up top. What the fuck is going on? Remy, I appreciate the chat, my boy. Stokely Carmichael, he was a civil rights activist in 1960. He moved to Africa and continued the revolution and speaking power. That was the dude that was talking? I appreciate that, bro. That's elite added information. Man, you ain't lying, bro. And you're right. I think they did look into Kenya at some point in time. They looked into a couple places in Africa. But obviously Africa was like, nigga, kick rocks. We do not need you here. The Austrian painter made some... No, this nigga did make some valid points. It's kind of scary.
And within a few years, Hitler will emerge from the hatred that surrounds him now as one of the most significant figures who ever lived.
Boom. That's it right there. But that never happened and couldn't happen. Why? Because the Zionists took over our school system. And how did they do that? Well, if we remember, how did they take over our school system? A guy named Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine's father. He was the man that took over McGraw-Hill. Every single person, if you went to school in the United States, most likely, if you went in history class, or a lot of your classes, McGraw-Hill was the textbook, right? And so, that's where they started to rewrite history. Where instead of talking about certain things and really talking about what Hitler's message was, instead, it was never again, we can't allow the Holocaust to happen again. So how do we do that? We indoctrinate the next generation to look at the Holocaust as the worst human historical disaster to ever happen. And for a lot of times, I believe that. And then you start looking back farther in history, like, oh, nigga, that was bad, but like, a lot of fucked up shit happened during that time period. And the concentration camps weren't just against Jewish people. Black people was in there, other people was in there, prisoners of war was in there. But if you think about World War II, you think back, they took over history through this, indoctrinated. And they talk about that and they brag about that all the time. And they're doing that right now with October 7th, where instead of remembering that they just committed a Holocaust against the Palestinian people in Gaza, instead is going to try to go down in history as on October 7th, they attacked us and then it led into this incredible long 2-year war. We lost so many people and we had to fight against Hamas and they were just tunneled up everywhere. And somehow we grew up victorious. And that's how it will go down in the history books 50 years from now. And then people will be like, wait, but it says you guys killed over 100,000 of them in a year. All Hamas. And it's like, fuck, that's how you take over an entire country. You indoctrinate by education and you make something believable as fact even though it wasn't. And that's why they always say history is written by the fucking victors. Nick Fuentes and JFK saying the same thing? Nah, for real. Iran just hit Qatar? For real. Textbook creator? That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit is insane. That's not normal. We too late? Nah, I'm gonna go for like probably another 45 minutes, gang. You made it in time. How much longer on the stream? Yeah, but I'm gonna go for, I don't know. Yeah, probably like another 30 to 45 minutes. Appreciate the super chat. 500 years of ish-funded slave trade was worse than that. Fake cars had to word it like that, or YouTube will. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. Shit is crazy. He said today's special gonna be 24/7 stream. I mean, with as much news that comes in right now, it could easily be possible. Now, boom. This is what I'm talking about. Remember how I was just telling you? They tell the truth when we're not in the room, if that makes sense, right? So now listen to what she says.
And said what he said and got applause for it, right? Like the biggest applauses,
And she's talking about the actor about to present the award and saying free Palestine. And she was upset about that because she's probably a genocidal maniac in real life.
biggest media coverage. And that's what irks me because I almost feel like that's the cool kid thing to do.
Yeah.
We're on the uncool side. Like we're cool, but it almost.
You guys are not cool. You're genocidal fucking maniacs. lame as fuck. You can never unlame yourself. So don't ever think for 1 second you're cool, okay? You guys fucking suck.
It feels like everyone cheering in that room just feels justified to do so because the person next to them, because Billie Eilish thinks it's okay, and what do they, like, they don't know, but that's the Hollywood representation. We know, and Aaron, we've spoken about this, like, behind closed doors, like, so many Jews, right? We run Hollywood, we run the world, right? But like,
ha ha, like it's a joke. That's just not a joke.
So many supporters, but what we see on these red carpets, what we see that they post is always not aligned with the Jews.
We Jews go behind closed doors and meet up with each other and say, why are none of the actors and writers standing with our genocide? We've worked on Hollywood movies to paint the Middle East like they were fucking terrorists, and for whatever reason, it's not working. Well, yeah, because there's social media, and we watched you bomb a whole entire civilian population for 2 years in a fucking row. So, most of the time, that's not going to work out. This is the celebrity shit. We'll get into celebrity news and shit like that later. We'll still talk about this for now. Oh, and then we have Speaker Mike Johnson. This fucking idiot. Listen to this dumb shit. Ohio in the house was good, my boy. Negative aura, bitch, not for real. My boy moving, grooving on some difference. I'm telling you, ain't new this, I'm true to this, gang.
I'm on the Gang of Eight. I got all the briefings. We all understood there was clearly an imminent threat, that Iran was very close to the enrichment of nuclear capability, and they were building missiles at a pace that no one in the region could keep up with. They were far outpacing our allies in nuclear capability, and they were building missiles at a pace that no one in the region could keep up with.
You hear that? He just said they was building so many missiles that nobody in the region can keep up with. And those are the niggas you chose to attack. They've been preparing for us to attack for 30 years. And you guys thought it was a good idea to be like, you know what? That's the nigga. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go attack that nigga. Go what?
They were far outpacing our allies and friends and us in our defense capability, because we had personnel, installations, members of the armed services, and civilians in the region. Iran was building up ballistic missiles at such a rapid pace, and we knew that their plan was to fire them upon Americans. The commander-in-chief and his administration had a very difficult decision to make. I don't know where Joe Kent is getting his information, but he wasn't in those briefings, clearly, because
I don't know where Joe Kent is getting this information. The counterterrorism director, you don't know where he's getting his information from? That sounds odd. Most time I would think somebody in that position will probably know what the fuck he's talking about. But that's just me. Nuke since 96, 100% stolen from us. Just like 6ix9ine. Stole that shit, nigga. Fuck. Give me that. Crazy. Why they all lie the same? Because these niggas is shit. That's why. North Korea offered them nukes too. Offer who nukes? Oh, you talking about Iran? Yeah, maybe. I've realized a lot of stuff that comes out about North Korea is almost all propaganda. They really don't even be like telling us what's going on over there. And they really don't, you feel me? Like, oh, and here we go. Speaking of Joe Kent, Lindsay in the Closet Graham, of course, he came to his warmongering tweet. During negotiations between Iran, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, both Israeli assets and both absolutely occupied, rejected the U.S. offer to provide a peaceful nuclear program for free. Absolute lie. Iran literally said, we'll give you the nuclear enriched uranium. So in one first paragraph, you see how many lies are just right there. During these negotiations, the Iranians made a stunning statement. They boasted to Witkoff and Kushner they had 460 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium. There's no commercial purpose for enriching uranium to 60%. Then what do we have? That's like, what does the United States have it enriched for that for? Then why? The time to go from 60 to 90%, which is weapons grade, is weeks, not months. Is enough for 10 bombs. Weeks, not months. They've been saying this since the 90s. Now all of a sudden, it was finally going to happen. It was going to be weeks. Instead of panicking, we panic. That's definite. If you bomb a school of children, that's panic in the closet, Graham. I'm not going to lie to you. Begging the Iranians not to go forward and throwing money at them like Obama and Biden did, chose a different path to bomb innocent civilians, clearly. When informed of the imminent threat, possibility of nuclear breakout by Iran, President Trump authorized Operation Epstein Fury, which obliterated the Iranian enrichment program. It didn't obliterate it. I don't understand. You guys have now said you obliterated it twice. He acted in the nick of time before the terrorist regime would have enough weapons, grade uranium, to make 10 nuclear bombs. Hey, man. Come out that closet, my boy. It's time, Lindsay. We know you gay. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know? This is accepting. It's 2026. But I feel as though they're holding this above your head and you think it's like some sort of secret. It's not a secret. We know. But now you're just fucking us over and fucking over the United States for no reason. That kind of pisses me the fuck off. When does live start? 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Western. Turns out Germany helped the blue and white develop their nukes too. That's crazy. Lisa, freshman student at Haiti University. I see your comments. I see the badge. Tulsi got. Oh yeah, we seen a couple shit from Tulsi earlier. Are you saying North Korea isn't as bad as they say, or it could be worse? I'm saying both. It's one of the two, but we really do not know. The only time we actually get information out of there is when they like show it or they release it. Of course, people will say, oh, this person escaped. They'll be like, I got information from this person. And they'll be like, oh, so what's this source? They'll be like, well, he heard it from that person that heard it from that person that was over there that heard it from that person a couple years ago. And you're like, oh, well, that. I want to believe that, but at the same time, that's a tough stretch. That's a lot of people you're going through.
President Macron has just said in the last hour that he will never join a task force in the Strait of Hormuz until hostilities finish. Yet yesterday you said...
Who said that? Who said?
President Macron of France. What's your reaction to that, sir?
Well, he'll be out of office very soon, so we'll have to see. You know, I don't know.
President Macron has just said...
Okay, that's why we getting our ass handed to us on the Strait of Hormuz, because, nigga, like, what the fuck? They've been waiting. They defend that shit like it's their homeland because that's where everybody goes through and out to get their oil. Our oil is ugly compared to Iran. Our shit is watery. Your shit is thick, good-ass oil. Pause. You paying your tuition first of the month? I appreciate that, young car. Ain't no rush to get the tuition in, man. You already know. You still part of Haiti University. It's just Lisa, you know what I'm saying? She really locked in with this motherfucker. Iran has been planning for this for 20 years. They have the mountains and know how to use them for their advantage. It's a fact. Nah, Iran is one of the worst terrains to ever try to fight in. That shit is terrible. Don't bother steal it. You hilarious, Saturday gaming. Ladybug Graham, I'm telling you. Don't take my advice for live comments, dog. See what new bullshit is happening. Two historic nights to celebrate the iconic album's Reasonable Doubt. Jay-Z. Man, and I would love to go to this, but looking at you writing your name like that is a little bit scary. Jeez. I mean, God damn it. That sucks. Means he's been taken, occupied. Here we go. Pay him on her knees, Bondi.
I think it was less than 1% error. Todd, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, that's right. We said from the beginning that any mistakes that were made, and there should be no mistakes. And so when you say lawyers have said something, that's not a fair question, and you know it. Because we took pains to protect victims. When when someone identified that there was a victim, we immediately pulled that document down, fixed it, and put it back up.
You stupid fucks. The problem is that you're able to redact the professional and powerful people and all the people that were in the cult and were doing the buying and doing the selling and doing all the killing, but you didn't take the time to redact the actual victims. That's what everybody's pointing out. That's the hypocrisy of you trying to portray that you care about the victims when you keep on releasing all their information while protecting the people that you hold close to you. It should be the opposite way around. But it's not, because you don't give a fuck about the victims. You care about protecting your fucking father.
Immediately. And so of course we don't ever want to do anything to re-victimize anybody that was victimized by the horrible crimes of Mr. Epstein. And we didn't. To the extent that mistakes were made, and there were mistakes made because of the reasons the Attorney General just said. But when they were identified to us, we fixed them.
There were mistakes made. Oh, like the one redacting that Trump raped the 13-year-old and stuffed his dick inside of her and then beat her up? Yeah, That seems like a pretty fucking big mistake to make. I would usually add that in there. And the fact that he hasn't been subpoenaed yet is very, very, very fucking scary. I appreciate the super chat, my boy. Iran looking at the U.S. like we can test theory missiles. City ain't trying to cap. Nah, facts. No cap. Oh, okay. So the Democrats, they actually walked out. So obviously Blanche and Bondi had to talk about the Epstein files today. And we knew they was going to be on the fucking hot seat because once she got subpoenaed, all of a sudden, that's when those files were then released. And she said, that was an accidental redaction. I didn't mean to do that. No, I never would do some shit like that on purpose. I was going to add it in there. Bitch, what?
I just want to make some comments. We just walked out of what has been, quite frankly, a complete disrespect of the process of one of our members.
Look at all them shaking their head like, what the fuck was that? What's going on, son?
And quite frankly, the American public should be outraged at what is happening right now. I want to just start by saying that we opened up what was supposed to be a briefing by asking the Attorney General, which I did multiple times, if she would commit to follow the subpoena that is in place that compels her to answer questions that's under oath, transcribed, and then made available to the American people. And she refused on multiple occasions to commit to following the subpoena that Chairman Comer actually just put out.
So literally they are saying that they're going to just basically lie, defend pedophiles, and not let any information out. Why? Should for vibes. And because we are fucked and run by a child sex cult. Now,
The Attorney General, Congresswoman Frost come in. He specifically also asked her if she would show up to her deposition, and she was very clear. If you want to comment on that.
Look, to me, it's very clear that the purpose of this entire fake hearing, this fake deposition, is the Attorney General trying to weasel herself out of sitting in front of us under oath, under a bipartisan subpoena that we gave her committee. We asked her multiple times, are you going to come and speak with us under oath? She would not say yes. Filibuster, filibuster, filibuster would not say yes. And so why do we, and then our Republican colleagues say, is this not enough? Why don't you want to speak to her now? We want her under oath because we do not trust her. Why don't we trust her? Because she's a liar. Look at how that Judiciary Committee hearing went. She was spying on members of Congress when they were in the DOJ looking at the documents unredacted. Look at what she's done as far as not putting documents relating to Donald Trump on the website, not releasing them, and only doing it when the public noticed and said something about it. We want her under oath because we don't trust her.
Do you see how insane that is? That she won't even commit to going under oath. If it wasn't for us, the internet sleuths of the world and everybody on this internet shit going through the files, they would have got away with this shit and just be able to okay, all right, Epstein files, they're out, no one talk about it, and they really thought they were going to be able to do that shit with the MAGA cult, but even the cult was like, no, we care about the Epstein files. What the fuck is going on? And so that's why they've been slow rolling it out. Where at first, it's a hoax. Then it's, it's just Bill Clinton. It's like, there's some people in my circle that was doing it, but not really all of us. And they're kind of getting, people in Europe, we're going to get rid of them. Now it's on the third wave, and now we're on World War III, so now all the real shit is coming out about Trump. And there's still 3 more fucking files. 3 million more fucking files. Appreciate the super chat, my boy. USA we got the B2 drop 6 big ones. Nah, facts. Tai Chi Hawkins, what's good, my brother? Ignacia? Maybe that's how you say your name? That's a guess. I appreciate you tuning in for your first live. No, exact man. Bro, why the fuck we left? I don't know, bro. Maxwell Frost is legit. I really haven't looked too much into Buddy, so I don't really know that much about him.
We want her under oath because she has shown that she is involved in a cover-up. My Republican colleagues under the last administration would not stand for this, with Merrick Garland being in front of them not being under oath. They wouldn't allow that to happen for a second. So we see this for what it is. This is not a briefing. A briefing is when we sit down and we're getting information from the person giving the briefing. That didn't happen here. She sat down. They started the clock like a hearing. It's a hearing. It's a fake deposition where no one can see what's going on, where there's zero transcription, where it's not on C-SPAN or anything, and where no one is under oath and they are allowed to freely lie to members of Congress.
Is it ongoing?
Then what the fuck are y'all gonna do about it though? That's my thing with the Democrats. It's like, so when do you guys team up and actually do something? Because, I mean, you just voted to not call this a war and send more money to Israel. So it's like, I like and trust that you guys want to figure out the Epstein files, but it seems like it's more for attacking Trump than it is for actually figuring this shit the fuck out. And the fact that she's just allowed to go back there and fucking lie and not go under oath, not be on camera, it's like, bro, we're literally living in a government that is actively covering up murder and child rape, and we're supposed to be supportive and American? Like, nigga, what the fuck? In here like the Kalai Paraj side, I'm talking about Eric. Guy tried to APAC and JPAC. I'm telling you, bro. Facts. I appreciate that, Matt Kennedy. Real one, my boy. Madge Ace, another freshman here at Haiti University. At this point, they probably cooking up new packs. Oh, 100%. You see how APAC is hardly even like, they'll brag about shit that they already won, but they're not talking nearly as much. I mean, this may be, is this the old, I'll see if this is the old one in a second. Man, draft, hey, bruh. Exactly. Draft me first round, first pick, right to prison, dickhead. Are you shitting me? Go die for these niggas? Fuck no.
Falls, then the problem would be solved. But Iran is no longer.
Also, I don't know if y'all. I've talked about this video before, but this one. So this is the point when I thought he was dead. / something clearly happened because they had never talked about Greater Israel or the Messiah returning ever. But then this is when this happened.
Iran of the past. Iran is no longer that big nation, that regional strong arm. We are working against Iran in many ways and in ways that would be revealed at a later stage. And I can say that Israel is much stronger, much greater than it has been in the past. We need to recognize this. And I believe we all recognize the fact that we will reach to the kingdom. We will make it to the return of the Messiah, but this will not happen next Thursday.
Return of the fucking Messiah. Nigga, what Messiah are you talking about? That's Satan right there. That's the Antichrist. But see, that's what I'm talking about is a lot bigger than just a regular war. This is religious to these people. It really fucking matters. Where they actually trust and believe that they're the chosen people. Which is fucking insane. They're satanic. It's a cult. But to get on TV and say, hey, we're going for Greater Israel, which means that they're going to invade Turkey, means they're going to invade Syria, they're going to take over Lebanon, means they're going to invade part of Iraq, it means they're going to take over almost all of Iran. That's 5 million countries that all right now want to kill these niggas, which means that we're going to have to help out in this war, which means another forever war in the Middle East. This motherfucker is insane. And for you to say out loud, oh, we're going to wait for the Messiah, but it's not going to be by next Thursday? Oh yeah, we're fucking cooked. Don, welcome to Haiti University, my boy. Welcome to freshman year, gangster. Back like cook crack, my boy. In this bitch. Did I stop my Patreon? People, no, I did not stop my Patreon. Basically, I had my agency that I was working with. They helped me start the shit, and they had to log in. The shit was not working between us. We were not on the same page whatsoever. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to leave. Give me the login and all that type of shit to my Patreon. We're gonna have to wait 60 days. And they go, what? Well, that's what the buffer is before we can release. I'm like, it's my Patreon, dickheads. Like, what are you talking about? Well, we set it up for you, this, that, and the third. I'm like, y'all didn't even do nothing. Y'all set it up, and I was posting all the content. So I think it's like another 5 days, and then I'll be back on Patreon. And basically, I'm gonna start doing like words of the day, so more people can learn about Mephistophelian, iniquitous, nefarious, all that type of shit. You feel me? How you get from under this small hat thumb of declaration? Man, I don't know. These motherfuckers been taking. That's the problem, though. They've been taking us over since JFK. Like, JFK was their first bump in the road where they're like, oh shit, yeah, we're gonna have to kill that nigga. And that's just what they did. Like, no remorse, no nothing. You literally just got to watch it. Man's got, like, I'm telling you, bro, his teeth be fucking missing too. What's good, gangster? What up, Quran? Israel have to be great in the first place. Exactly. There's facts. Yeah, what about the Messiah next Thursday? That's what I'm saying. He's saying that this war is going to make them the greater Israel, going to make them a superpower, and also make the return of the Messiah happen. Dickhead, that sounds fucking insane. You guys are not chosen for anything. Wow. And in absolutely record timing, you go against the administration, and what happens?
Sources are saying that Joe Kent, the former director of the United States National Counterterror Center, this is from Semaphore, he just resigned. He's now under FBI investigation for allegedly leaking classified information. And the investigation predates his departure.
Surprise to fucking surprise. As soon as you say we went to war for Israel, now the FBI is going to investigate you. You're leaking classified information. You're leaking sources. I told you, if you call these motherfuckers out, they come for your noggin, especially if you've already signed on to their side not knowing. Now, leaking classified information, the FBI is going to investigate, right? So why don't you investigate Henny Hegseth, the drunk guy that leaked information about us striking Iran in the first place, or us striking other places that was leaked in a group text with a reporter. And he was also in a group text with his family talking about when we were going to bomb things. And that is not something that should be looked into by the FBI. In my honest opinion, I think it would. Where it's like, oh, you released what we were going to attack and what we were going to attack with and when we were going to do it. That sounds like you're compromising the mission. But now, Joe Kent resigns and says he can't, in good faith, continue his position because he feels like we were dragged to Israel. So now the FBI investigates him. Dweeb Fisheye Patel strikes again. That's sick, fuck. Nice, man, I'm telling you. Messiah was here already. Man, bullshit. We are living in 1984. Facts. We living in, man, this shit is terrible, son. Same FBI that couldn't handle the files correctly. Exactly. That FBI. They're now looking into Joe Kent for leaks, just like they're looking into Tucker Carlson. And you know the conversation between Tucker and Joe Kent pissed them off so much. So most likely, I'm going to make an Instagram video on the FBI looking into Joe Kent. Because that's just like, that's unfucking believable and almost damn near un-American. What's Patel going to do? He probably pin badge on, Taco for real. 1881 Russian Tsar Alexander II. I definitely will look that up after this. Who commented Snatch? You saw that? People's comments do like, I don't know why some of them get retracted. Like it will just say on here, oh, this thing got retracted. I don't know what it will be for. Here we go.
This conspiracy theory.
We are now in the middle of a war in the Middle East, in Iran specifically. But there is a lot of debate among politicians, among the public here in the U.S., among some very influential voices, by the way, in the Republican Party, including people like Tucker Carlson and others, who have suggested that we have been pulled, the U.S. has been pulled into this war by Israel. And there is a view among some that unto itself creates these other questions about anti-Semitism and this sort of interconnection between those who have problems with Israel and those who have problem with Jews.
So this is a good opportunity to talk about anti-Semitism, right? Some might...
Every single opportunity. Let's always talk about anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism. Let's hear what Baldy the fuckface has to say.
They call it the oldest hatred. Some might call it the oldest conspiracy theory. It's been around for thousands of years, and it's typically involved scapegoating and blaming a small group of people for things that are going wrong. This has been happening for ages and ages. And one of those age-old tropes is that Jews aren't loyal to the country where they live. Remember, they've lived as a minority in exile for thousands of years. And that not only...
Are you seriously going to say that you guys are loyal to America? I mean, honestly, like, does he believe half the shit that comes out his mouth? There's no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no fucking way that he can sit there and think, oh yeah, Israel's here and Zionists here are thinking about America first.
Not loyal, they cause the world's wars, right? Again, this is an age-old trope that the Jews...
They caused the world's wars. You just dragged us into this war. You tried to drag us into Palestine and Gaza. You dragged us in to Afghanistan and Iraq after most likely you're the ones that pulled off 9/11. Then you said that was a good thing to happen to us because now you know who the enemy is. Then before that, you also dragged us into Syria and that just got exposed. So what the fuck is the lie? That's my question.
Caused World War I, that the Jews caused World War II, and the Jews caused the Gulf War. And now we're seeing people like Tucker Carlson make this claim. Now look.
Well, because y'all did. I don't understand. You did. Factually, historically, you did.
Tucker Carlson is probably the most prominent public bigot in our lives today.
Now Tucker Carlson's a bigot. As soon as he leaves Fox News, my boy turns into a bigot. As soon as he starts to notice and be like, whoa, why do you give so much to Israel? Why do they control so much? Damn. Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad asset? Why is that a thing? It's like, they're like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy as fuck. Thrown out in 109 countries, never their fault. Exactly, bro. It's insane. As a great guy, fucking hilarious. Cam, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. If they admit a couple of black people are actually the real people, they are about to completely destroy many world religions. Then Hosea 3 verse 4-5 say David would be king. So where the Jesus person come from? Am I allowed to? Man, facts. Now, it's funny you bring that up because what you're talking about right there is exactly why Kyrie Irving got suspended from the league. He posted a documentary onto his Instagram about the real Semites, where, oh, it actually looks like the people that are native to this land have darker skin. Maybe not black Israelites, but it's definitely not white European Polish motherfuckers. And he didn't even say if he agreed with it. He just said, oh, this new documentary I just watched, y'all should go watch it. This man got suspended from the fucking NBA. Called anti-Semitic and had to pay $500,000 and had to go to anti-Semitic classes. And you gonna tell me that the NBA is not run by Zionists? For a document, this motherfucker did not even post the video. He said, go watch this doc. And this nigga got cooked. And ever since then, that's when I really started going down my rabbit hole. Because I was like, wait a second, man. Like, Kyrie, that's a real nigga, bro. He's educated. He does his research. It's not just the bullshit. And he was against the COVID vaccine, and they tried to paint it with that shit. I'm like, These niggas is sick.
Like, look, he has platformed Holocaust deniers. He's platformed virulent anti-Semites. He's engaged in this kind of rhetoric for a long time. So it shouldn't be surprised that he goes there. But I think, to be honest with you, there's a reasonable debate to have about this war. There's a reasonable debate to have, like, how's it being prosecuted? Do we understand what the objectives are, et cetera? But it's unreasonable to suggest that President Trump is being manipulated by a small group of people.
Manipulated by, yes, he is. It's literally in the Epstein files saying Jared Kushner is the puppet master in running everything while also fucking his daughter. So, in my mind, yes, he actually is being manipulated. Also by Jeffrey Epstein. You got to fucking wonder. What does nigga say? I ain't see it. Facts, though. This is an image that everybody needs to have. This fucking rat. Let me see what y'all been saying. Kyrie knows what's up, hey, bro. When you said because and screaming at black, I thought... Nah, but for whatever reason, when it transitions the scene, it takes a minute. I feel like it should be more like quick and automatic, but maybe just I'm not doing it right on the stream deck. I don't know. I gotta get better. It's only the second live. We gonna get better time in and time out. Nah, Kyrie and Kanye, and they hated education. Oh no, I'm telling you, they hate educated black people. I'm telling you, that's the other lie. I'm talking about they're only 2% of the world. Fuck no. The only reason they're 2% of the world is because here in the United States, when they fill out that census, they fill out whites. And that's because Jewish is not on the race option. But as soon as you ask a Jewish motherfucker, you white? He goes, nah, I'm Jewish. Not on this piece of paper, you're not. Talking about, there's only 12 million of us in the world. Bitch, there's 12 million of y'all between LA and New York, my nigga. Fuck. Again, Dune trailer reaction, Lars. Yeah, we're going to do that in a second. Right around like 8 o'clock, we going to, boop. I'm probably going to end at 8. Israeli settlers have increasingly used violence against Palestinians in a bid to drive them from their homes in the occupied West Bank. This is not even Gaza or Palestine. You feel me? But sexual assault appears to be a new weapon. That's not a new weapon. This has been their weapon forever. In these settlers' arsenal of intimidation, pointing to a troubling new level of violence. No, not a new level of violence. These are new, sick, fucking human beings. It's not new. It's known. They like to rape and pillage and do as much as they possibly can to the people of Palestine because they don't see them as human. They see them as goyim. Jesus. We know that. Appreciate the super chat, my boy. They can't fire me. I was retired 19 years flying. Now I can post the truth. Hey, man, no cap. I've been working with DNA for the last 9 months. Based on their own science, they are not actual. Okay. What's crazy, bro, is so y'all know my mom is white. Her mom, my grandma, she was white, and her mom was Jewish. Which means me, I'm a little bit Jewish. You feel me? And it just so happens I'm the op type. Now look at this. I can literally prove myself as a person that there is no historical tie to Ashkenazi Jews to Israel or to the Middle East because I am 10% Jewish from my mom's great-grandma. Now, people, Ashkenazi Jew, you see that? 10%. Right? And now, where's that map? All in Europe. And this is the same blood and same DNA type that these people try to say that they're the chosen people. So it's almost like God blessed me. He's like, I'm going to put a little op blood in you, bro, just so you know the facts. So when they try to say, oh, yeah, we're from the Middle East. No, they not, nigga. I got my blood DNA right here. Ashkenazi. It says it. No Middle East. There's no blood ties to the Middle East. At all, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Now, obviously, my black side, boom. Look at that. That's part of it. West African. They show you the map of where you're from. Obviously, at 23andMe, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I trust this. But at the same time, when my mom said, oh, yeah, she's Jewish. I was like, oh, I got to know where the fuck we from. Ashkenazi. Poland, Europe, Ireland. Caught y'all bitch-ass niggas red-handed. Fuckers. What time is 8 in Ireland? Man, I love that the whole world is in this motherfucker, man. I appreciate all y'all tuning in and rocking with me while we talk about this type of shit. If they really studied, they would know the promised land is in Africa. You ain't lying. That's one of the reasons, like we were talking about. I didn't know if it was Kenya, but they definitely did try to go to Africa. You hate being late to the stream? It's all, bro, this is only my second one. We about to be doing this shit 4 to 5 times a fucking week. Because this is way better than just making videos to no one. I'd much rather just fucking interact with y'all. And then as time goes on, the show is going to get even better. So I'm not really too worried. My boy, no. I'm not half op, nigga. I'm 10%. Supposedly. I don't know if that's actually true. 1/10 op. But it's an important 1/10 of being an op, though. Because it's like, nigga, I can speak facts. What you going to tell me? How you going to call me anti-Semitic? Supposedly, I'm Semitic according to y'all. Fuck. Nigga got you. Dickhead. Now, also, very important. The FBI finally admitted that they spied the fuck out on us. What's up with my take on Afroman? Afroman. Once this live is over, bro, if you just go right to the beginning, you'll be able to see my take on Afroman because that's where the whole entire shit was at. That's when I was talking about Afroman. It was probably like for the first 30 minutes. But he won he won his case. W for that nigga. Appreciate that, based. Nah, for real though, I am the op. Where my yarmulke game? Hey, watch. I'm about to start blending in with these niggas. I'm about to be the secret agent. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Donald. Appreciate you being a freshman here at Haiti University too. But yeah, we way better than CNN. We cooking them niggas. They can't talk like this. They be talking bullshit on TV. It's only 10% gang. For real. 10%. I'm only 10% out. That's a big 10 though. That's a big fucking 10. Niggas can't tell me nothing. You anti-Semitic. No, bitch, I'm Jewish. Suck a dick.
In 2023, your predecessor testified that, and I quote, "To my knowledge, we do not currently purchase commercial database information that includes location data derived from internet advertising." Is that the case still? And if so, can you commit this morning to not buying Americans' location data?
Thank you. The FBI.
AKA, thank you. Now I'm going to read off my written statement because I can't come up with one myself because I'm a fucking dweeb, fish-eyed bitch. How much is NZ involved in this shit? New Zealand? I don't think at all. I think they just be chilling on a Hogwarts. I mean, not Hogwarts. On a Lord of the Rings vibes. You 3 minutes behind? I didn't even know that was possible to be like watching, but a little bit behind. That's kind of cool. How do we apply to become haters at Haiti University? You just join the. Oh, man, I think it's a $5.99 to join Haiti University. You become a member freshman year, and as you repeat, you earn different badges. Go get my TikTok back. That's what I'm saying, son. I need to go get my shit back. How you gonna be banning me for misinformation? I'm Jewish. This is anti-Semitic, my nigga. I need my shit back. I'm about to sue these niggas for being anti-Semitic. That's a good idea. Now he's a little fucking worm. Oh yeah, sorry. So this is where he's about to admit that they basically buy all of our data and watch our every move.
Uses all tools, Senator. Thank you for the question to do our mission. We do purchase commercially available information that's.
Now I just want you to pay attention that the question, he had to get a different answered sheet. He's not reading off the front one. This dickhead cannot even think for himself.
Data derived from internet advertising. Is that the case still? And if so, can you commit this morning to not buying Americans' location data?
Thank you. The FBI uses all tools, Senator. Thank you.
So you see, he's reading off this one now, where it's like, okay, I just got my information that I need. This is how they want me to answer. Puppet ass bitch.
Thank you for the question to do our mission. We do purchase commercially available information that's consistent with the Constitution and the laws under the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, and it has led to some valuable intelligence for us to be utilized with our private and partner sectors.
So you're saying that the agency will buy Americans' location data. I believe that that's what you've said in kind of intelligence lingo, and I just want to say, as we start this debate, doing that without a warrant is an outrageous end run around the Fourth Amendment. It's particularly dangerous given the use of artificial intelligence to.
AKA, yeah, we gonna spy on y'all. We gonna continue to spy on y'all because what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? That's basically what they just said to us. Cam, I appreciate that. The 2 super chats. We actually have a good idea now with DNA and research where the real land is, and it ain't where they said it is. Where'd they say it was? Now, he really is a little fucking worm. Hate this motherfucker, man. Go on Upscroll, the Palestinian dude made it. I downloaded Upscroll, but like when I post on there and nothing really happens. I've been trying though. I'm trying to be Israel's biggest op for real. If there was like an anti-Zionist list, my biggest goal of the year would be to make that. Like I want them to know that there's nobody that hates Israel more than this nigga. That would make me feel very good. Can't call me anti-Semitic. We all mixing, and my father's side, I'm the people. These people play mind games. Man, no cap. I'm telling you, bro. Shit's egregious and outrageous. I still can't believe that they actually put Joe Kent under investigation, though. That's gonna fuck them up. Because everybody's gonna be like, nigga, what? What are you talking about? And look at this. Dave Rubin. He really thought, he really thought that he was going to eat with this shit. In the end, we all have to choose who to believe. So you can either believe Trump, Rubio, Hegseth, and the director of the CIA, or you can believe the guy who just booked himself on Candace and Tucker. I'm going to go with Candace and Tucker because clearly some shit hit the fan and he didn't have to leave. So he resigned for a reason because he was looking around. He's like, oh shit, I'm in occupied Israel. we're fucked. Fucking loser. Oh, in the closet, Graham had some shit to say about Joe Kent. Let's see.
Don't believe that, you're wrong. To my friend Joe Kent, who's a decorated war veteran who lost his wife in Syria, what are you doing? You're giving aid and comfort to a lie. There was an imminent threat. How much more imminent could you be within 2 weeks having enough material to make 10 bombs? How close could you come? Not
same tired ass lie every single fucking time. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Man, shut the fuck up. He said, nigga said, you must be winning, huh, Cam? Yeah, Cam, I ain't gonna lie, man. I appreciate you, my boy. These are a lot of fucking super chats. I'll be looking to see if it's somebody new, but it'd be you. And I appreciate that, my brother. But I mean, I'm just saying, I do appreciate them all, but just know that you do not have to do this. You know what I'm saying? I have fun doing this without the super chats. But I remember y'all said last time, like, oh man, turn that shit on in the stickers. So I think these psychopaths might actually push the button. Oh no, they will. They'll do the Samson option. They'll try it. 100%. They will 1,000% try that shit with no remorse. Exactly. 2 weeks since 1996. Not for real, bro.
Policy. Essentially, the Iranians saying, okay, well, we don't want a nuclear weapon. Well, that means we basically are at a point where we can start negotiating and we can come up with a deal. And the president is a fantastic deal maker. So if your goal is to move us away from any kind of deal and your goal is to move us into a conflict, you have to shift that red line. And that's where a lot of this, I would say, what became a de facto U.S. policy of Iran can have no nuclear enrichment. It was laundered through a lot of the different talking heads, Mark Levin, Mark Dubowitz. You've got the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies, you name it. Washington, D.C. has plenty of pro-Israeli lobbyists who will come and say those things, who will publish think pieces on it, who will go on the media, who will run, op-eds in the Wall Street Journal to talk about this, why they can't have any enrichment whatsoever. And then we have a high degree of engagement with Israeli government officials who will come in and say, well, they're enriching and they could enrich or they could enrich more, and that will get them closer to a nuclear weapon. So then enrichment basically became the new U.S. policy. And the only official I've heard, and folks are welcome to look for this, that said this in the first Trump administration was Mike Pompeo. He said it. The president didn't say it. The president has been very consistent. He said they can't have a nuclear weapon. But again, like I said, that puts us at a place where we actually could have negotiations. And only President Trump, I think, could successfully have negotiations with Iran because he actually punched them in the face. And the Iranians had been walking all over us. They've been killing our soldiers. All of that is true. I have no sympathy whatsoever for the Iranians, what their proxies were doing. President Trump level set that when he killed Qasem Soleimani and he killed Abu Mahdi Mohanad.
Does this seem like a guy that's a traitor to you? Where he's still supporting Trump even though he resigned. He's like, bro, he's the best negotiator we have. He's the only one that could really talk with Iran. He punched him in the face. Come on, he's a dead dog. He died like a dog. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was a hilarious fucking interview that he gave. But everything tells me that he has a moral compass and a moral code, and it finally got crossed where he's just like, this isn't what I signed up for, bro. Like, you're not even on the same shit that you were on in the first term. And why is that? Because in the first term, Epstein wasn't caught yet. He wasn't completely compromised. That was still his homie that got caught up. Yeah, they have distance now, but he wasn't arrested and about to leak everything and basically put Trump behind bars. And so now everything done changed.
The folks who wanted to push an actual regime change war in Iran knew this, and they knew there was a potential to get a deal, or there was a potential for President Trump just to continue the policy of maximum pressure sanctions, and if you come after us, we will hit you hard. And that got the protesters out on the street in Iran. And that's actually what the regime feared the most. I don't think the Ayatollah feared dying, not because he, is some crazy lunatic. I'm sure some degree of the Shia martyrdom culture played a factor in that. However, I think he knew that if he was killed, the regime would survive because the people would rally around the regime.
I mean, to me, it sounds like the dude is speaking facts. And he's smart as hell where he's like, okay, I know the right is going to attack me. So the smartest thing I can do is get on the biggest platform possible, which is Tucker Carlson. And Tucker Carlson's in a great light right now. So it's like, he couldn't be beat. That was a great move by Joe. Love from New Zealand. Man, love back to you, Zach. I appreciate you tuning in. And I'm happy that, you could watch and feel like you understanding the bullshit that's happening in our country. I hope things are better over there. You 10% Mossad. I should have never released this 10% op information. But at the same time, it proved the point of nigga, man, fuck that. I'm 10% out, and I know I'm not no chosen person to the fucking land of Israel. Niggas is Polish, son. Fuck is we talking about? Cam, appreciate the super chat. Speed got put on blast when he went to Egypt and brought up the nose and what happened to him. Bro, I retired. I make it rain today. Enjoy. Keep the stream going. I'm going to talk shit about BP and Anurag. Hey, man, I appreciate that. You a super chat. I'm happy that you retired. You moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, nigga. You winning, gang. I just got a notification from Ground News. Tulsi Gabbard is leaving. Hold on. That means that interview went that fucking bad that she has to leave already? You understand that as soon as these people go under oath, they get fucked. Because they just know how much lying they have to do. Much love, Ohio. Man, much love right back to you, man. Used to get in Ohio. Shout out to my nigga Cameron. Shout out Rhode Island. Love from the Bahamas. Right back at y'all. I've never been to Bahamas, actually. I really want to go. Nah, man, shout out to Cam for holding down the super chats for real. I mean, there's been other people that have been getting in there and sharing and commenting in the super chat, but Cam took that bitch over and ran with that motherfucker, bruh. Unbelievable. Hold on. Let's see if there's latest. I don't see it yet. It's up to Trump on Iran elsewhere. You could tell she was walking a tight line the entire time too. Cause like she knew she could say certain shit, but she can't say everything because then it goes against Trump. And if you go against Trump, you out of there. You're cooked. Wait, somebody said something else too. I saw something else. It was like, I think they said hate from Connecticut. Where was that? Yeah, hate from CT. Well executed hate, Rich. I saw that, but it almost slipped my mind, and I didn't get back to you. But that was a good comment. VA in the building. That's what I'm talking about. You in Columbus? Let's go, man. House of Cards is falling. I'm telling you, Taco. Look at, man, Taco, Donald, Lisa. We got 3 freshman Haiti University students in this bitch, man. I appreciate y'all, man. So I don't know about Tulsi yet, but hopefully. All right, now that we're closing in on the end here, at least for this stream, I'll be back. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Probably back on Friday. Friday do a stream, and then probably do a Sunday stream. Have I ever been to Ohio? Hell yeah, I used to go. I was an AAU basketball player, so we went to Ohio all the time. So, the King James tournament was out there, Shooting Stars shit. What else was out there? Yeah, but yeah, I've been to Ohio a couple different times. And then, Cam just brought you dinner for a whole week. No cap. Honestly though, to be honest with y'all, every single dollar that I make goes right back into this shit. Which is why I've been, I bought the desktop computer. I bought, you know what I'm saying, a fucking light and shit like that. And it's really just going back into my content because I think I could be like one of the biggest comedian type of reporters. And I know what my vision is and where I want to go with this shit. And so it's like, okay, if I just double down and start investing more into this shit, we gonna fucking cook. And so we just getting started, y'all. Because it's going to live streams, and the next thing is going to be like mini documentaries that I release. Where it's like random white accident danger in person, or going to interview certain people and actually do sit downs and shit like that. And so by the summer, I think we're going to be good. And then I have the fucking, tour in September, and then after that, man, we're going to be cooking. Shit, I'll cash at you, fam. You funny as hell. Friday at 7:30? 7:30 Eastern? Or Western? What time you on? Big Dog, what's up, Super Android? MD in the house, freshman. Love from B-More. Two. What up, shorty? Love Baltimore accent, man. That shit is hilarious. Delaware in the building. Shout out to my boys in Delaware. San Antonio, Texas. Love from Texas. Love from Cleveland. Not weekly, my nigga. This shit gonna be every other day, my boy. This shit is mad fun, bro. Risky, but I hope it all works out, man. Man, come on, son. Buy security system. I mean, hopefully my apartment is just too much that nigga they can't do nothing to me. Out of curiosity, what do you think they're gonna say when it comes to BB? Stroke, heart attack. Appreciate you again, Cam, for the super chat. They about to have so much egg on their face trying to play this off. I think they either go with like the cancer thing, and it was like, oh, it was super onset. He's been fighting so hard to fight through cancer, really doing everything he could for the people, or it's like they'll wait a long time, wait for a new strike to happen in Israel, and say that's when he died. But I also think there's more to it because they want him to be the leader forever because, as they said, the Messiah and Greater Israel thing, they think he's going to be the one to bring him back. And they know if Netanyahu's dead, they basically lose everything. You understand? Where it's like they lose the motivation, they lose the blame. Because a lot of times, and a lot of people right now, they blame this on Netanyahu. Like, oh, the reason they're over there is because of Netanyahu. The reason we're doing this is because of Bibi. It's way deeper than that. And it's a lot. Where you talk about, oh, Iran, if their regime changes, the same people, it doesn't matter who's up there in Israel right now. They want the Greater Israel. That's all that fucking matters to them. On behalf of AIPAC and the Izzies, we funded LJ on his endeavors. I appreciate that, Detta. Cam, I read that one already, right? Oh, yeah, I read that one. X-Rider for Cam. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Cam again? Jesus, man. My Lord. I appreciate you, my boy. What is it in September? September's when I'm going on my tour. So it's going to be a comedy tour, and it's going to be hopefully 15 to 17 cities in the beginning, and then kind of just go up from there as we sell out more cities, you know? Love from Dallas, right back at you, man. Love from Buffalo. Shout out Buffalo, man. Shitting me? Oh, you know me, I'm from Rochester, 585. Shout out to the gang. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to look forward to DJ Academic streams, but I was subscribed not look for yours. Oh, yeah, fuck that fat ass nigga. He ain't fucking with me. What? Hating ass nigga, man. Boy, he cannot cook with me, bro. I'm different. I do politics and celebrity news. That nigga don't know shit about nothing. All he wanna do is talk about OnlyFans girls. Nigga sick. Michigan in the building. What's up, bro? Hell yeah, Ohio loves. Y'all love me for real? I love that, man. Because I would definitely love to pull up to a show. I could put a band in the chat tonight. Tomorrow I'm putting $1,500 on iPhone 7's donation day. Cam, you the realest motherfucker I ever met, bro. And we never even met. But whatever city you in, I'm going to make sure we do a show over there so I can send you some Haiti University gear, something. You know what I'm saying? Hit my DM. Let me know that I can send you some merch and shit. Because this is love, bro. Love from Illinois. Shout to you, Chino. We come fair. Hey, come on, man. You pulling through Texas? 100%. Dallas and Houston so far, and then hopefully Austin as well. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Juice Jackson. I'm trying to, bro, every day. Now, let's watch. Bro, is Ohio in store? Ohio's definitely going to be on the tour lineup. Now, let's watch this Dune Part 3 documentary. Nah, son, I ain't gonna lie. They just fucking cooked. Yeah, I got some fucking chills on my fucking arm. Then they got my boy Timothy Chalamet, White Boy of the Year, looking like fucking Sub-Zero in the bottom. Nah, son. That shit right. Ooh, they fuck around and be up there with the Lord of the Rings. Family court was $600 per hour per kid. Jesus Christ. That's what they was hitting you for, Cam? My Lord. I appreciate you, my boy. ATL love, man. Right back to you. Waiting for the West Coast show so I can drive out from Vegas. Man, I'm going to pull up in Vegas, my boy. Don't even worry about that. I'm going to do the Laugh Factory Vegas. 100%. Toronto? Yeah, I don't know if I have enough people in Toronto yet. Maybe, but I don't know. How is Zendaya in Dune 3 and in the new Spider-Man? That's what I'm saying. Her and Tom Holland are going to have a very, very lucrative year. They got Spider-Man. They got Dune 3. They cooking. Kayla, I got you. No way, got BB the Bomber in Dune 3. But you see that star-studded ass fucking cast, though? Niggas got heat. What the fuck? I didn't know they had that many fucking people for real. Albino, nah, for real. Albino Robert Pattinson, that I was surprised. I wasn't ready for all that. To be honest with you. I was like, oh shit. Who was this nigga? Nah, Spider-Man way better. I appreciate the $199. And I did see that you said you want me to come to Hawaii. I don't know if I have enough fans in Hawaii, but I would love to, try to make that shit happen. Moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. You already know, big dog. Say less. I'll say it pissing all of a sudden. Boom, bro. When I tell you I thought Iran hit us, covered on the floor, and they said, honey, get the baby. What you talking about? Like just now? A boom near you, Devin? I mean, Devin Warfield. Warfield from, I know a Warfield. All the way back from Rochester. Mad. Nah, Zendaya, she's been cooking for a minute. You forgot Tom, he got Odyssey. That's a fact, bro. Their box office alone, between them two, this year is going to do over $1 billion, which is fucking insane. Oh, yesterday. Oh, no, I seen that shit yesterday, too. I saw during the 80s, this remix is bad as fuck though. See, that's when you can make a remake. If it's from the 70s or 80s and it's been long enough where a lot of us were not even alive, or like a generation's forgot about it, then you can do that shit. But if you just remaking a movie from like 2 weeks ago, it's like, nigga, what are we doing? Please come to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I do not think I have enough people in Tulsa, Oklahoma yet. Give me about a year, and I think I could build my fans up to that point, and then I can make that stop. But as right now, I don't think so. Nah, they did. I mean, shit. I'm definitely I'm rocking with Spidey too. No cap. That shit looks good. And I fuck with my boy Tom Holland. People, I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the Lawrence Johnson Show. Man, we back like cook crack. These lives is fun as fuck, bro. I have a lot of fun doing this, and I appreciate all y'all tuning in. And you already know, we ain't new to this. We true to this. We're going to keep on moving, grooving, vibing, sliding until we don't fucking do that shit no more. And, you know, we ain't never going to stop, man. But with that being said, appreciate all the comments. Cam, you carried the super chat. I appreciate everybody that joined Haiti University. I'm going to see y'all either on Friday or Saturday. And we going to be back like cook crack. And with that being said, you know what that means, nigga. Run the outro.
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond. Plus.
Or here's McLovin, the 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor. Okay, so what's it gonna be?
I am McLovin.
This is my age. I'm in the prime of my youth, and I'll only be young once.
Yeah, but you're gonna be stupid for the rest of your life.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
If everything only gets better from here on out? What if everything does work out for you? What if all your best days are still ahead of you? What if all your dreams do come true?